go.
Yes!
Let's
Okay.
go. All right. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel, and today we have a special guest on the Skorpion Show. Listen, I know y'all see him once a year, but we're gonna work on making sure he's not here once a year.
Correct.
And plus, we are neighbors now.
Yes,
we
are. We live in the area now. He done came to the best of Philly, West Philly.
Yes, I love it. My area is just. It's everything.
And this is your first time living in West?
Yes, first time.
See?
I could walk around here, you know, people walking their dogs. They got all kinds of restaurants and...
You ain't worried about nobody pop.
No, I haven't heard a gunshot in days.
There's no trade.
Right.
People are out and about.
Right.
You know?
Yes. And I see, and look, and even the guards stopped them people too because... I was in Acme yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said, let me see what's in that bag. He was like,
oh wait, this is the blurry one.
I got your other one.
Oh, you said that?
He was like, cause he's like, this is not the first time you pulled this. Like, I was like, yes. I said, oh, okay, so they don't just go at the house, you know?
No.
You know, so it's nice. I'm loving it. Thank you to Tashin, Chris, Mario, and Malik for helping me move and get these, get myself situated, helping me build the bed together from IKEA, build the table, just getting U-Hauls and picking stuff up. Thank you to everybody who purchased stuff on my housewarming list on IKEA, on Amazon. I have all of your names in the box, and I'm going to shout you all out. And this came from Amazon as well.
This table too. Let's get into this table.
This table I got from IKEA yesterday. Last Sunday, my sister and I, we was like, well, we got to get myself a bed, and we was gonna pick some stuff out for this apartment or whatever. So we picked out the bed, and I picked out this table, but she kept trying to discourage me from getting a table because she felt like the table would be too big for the area that I wanted it to be in.
This table was everything.
This was the table that was $3.99, and then the chairs were $150. But y'all not sitting on $150 chairs, okay? Y'all sitting on chairs that I got from Walmart for $13. And
but this table's big enough to do this and to eat.
You can do a lot of things on this table.
Right. Okay, I'm not gonna do all that stuff.
No, I'm saying you can have Thanksgiving dinner on this table. You can do this is a wide table.
This is gonna be where we record, and the old table I didn't throw out. I still have.
Okay.
It's right there, and I do
wait. Oh wow. Okay.
So that's where we used to do the podcast and do the old show. So, but I haven't thrown it out. But
Mm-hmm.
if I feel like it's getting in the way, I'm gonna do a giveaway because we've done so many hours at that table sitting there. I'm sure somebody would love some piece of Skorpion Show history.
No, don't give that away.
He said don't give it away.
I like that table.
It'll be worth something.
Oh, it's a collector's
It's a collector's item, so keep that.
Yeah, and I got that table from IKEA as well. Like right after the fire.
Like I said, this is new and improved.
Yes.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I like this.
Yes, I'm just.
And the ring light, because there's a ring light.
Yes, there's a ring light in front of us.
Because I've never seen that.
This is new.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
You can do, like people who do like makeup tutorials or shit. Vlogs and all of that stuff in front of the camera and all of that.
I'm here for it.
So yeah, it's a nice upgrade, and I'm happy. I'm loving this, and I got a couple of days off from work, so.
When you go back?
On Thursday. So, tomorrow's my mom's birthday. If she would have been here, she'd have been 75 years old. Tomorrow's also, I'll get to my mom probably in another video or so. I'm not ready to get all deep. Yeah. But I've been fine, by the way. I've been fine. Tomorrow is election day. It's the biggest election in history. I know every 4 years we say it, but this time it's for real. And in 2024 it's going to be for real too. But, I'm excited. We've been trying to get Ernest back on the show and, trying to work it out. Ernest like, bitch, like, I see you had this person on the podcast.
Like, I've had a lot of things going on, but I was, like, trying to get on. Your fans have been, like, y'all fans has been hitting me up, like, on Instagram, the DMs, everything. I'm just like, listen,
I told him months ago.
I'm at the point where I'm pressed. I get in the comments like, I think I did last week. I was like, So when we gonna do this show?
Right.
When we gonna do this episode?
And people be like, you talk about something, they be like, yeah, but where's Ernest actually? And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to
listen, sometimes they want an expert opinion. Right. They want Ernest the expert to come in.
But I kept saying that too, like we need him back on because this is going to be something big, and we need somebody who knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I've been on the ground. People see me, the followers see me. I've been on the ground. You know, I interviewed, Kamala Harris.
You did that, what, like, not a month ago?
No, 2 weeks ago. And, I'm just out here trying to get the information and provide some clarity. There's a lot of misinformation out there. These memes. Mm-hmm. I'm so sick of these memes.
Me too.
Like, these memes are crazy. So, this has really just been about trying to inform the community, provide clarity behind some of the stuff that's going on. Because, they say black men... I really think it's mostly straight black men, but there are black men who are voting for Trump, and he's actually improving better with black male voters in 2020 than he did in 2016, which is...
That's because you got these rappers coming out and endorsing Trump.
Part of it is the rappers, but I also think a lot of these black men are just fed up. I mean, like, I don't think... Like I did a story for the Daily Beast, and I was talking about like how I went to the barbershop, and it's like they're mad at Biden. I get they don't like the Democratic Party because let me tell you, let me be very clear. Biden was not my first pick.
No, he wasn't.
My second pick.
I know he wasn't.
My third pick. I think it was like the fourth, maybe fifth.
Who was your first? Bernie or Elizabeth?
No, it was my first pick was Julian Castro.
Okay.
Like Julian Castro has all the check marks. Texas. Latino, married, never had a scandal, very progressive, had policies about criminal stuff that everybody else bid off of. He's great. And then who else I had? I had Bernie Sanders. No, I had Elizabeth Warren second, Bernie Sanders third.
Wow.
And then I think Biden was fourth. Or maybe, Cory Booker.
I had Biden in all the way from the beginning. Like I knew.
We knew he was going to get the nomination because, the party was going to do what the party was going to do. But I was going to say, I had to pull this out of my jacket. I brought this as a housewarming gift.
This is really cute.
Right. For, one of my faves. And so, we wanted to,
yes,
pop a real bottle.
And I think,
every time
we drink this, it's a celebration.
I was like, housewarming, we got to do it. Oh, yeah. I've become an expert at opening this bottle.
Yeah, it's a celebration. And I actually bought this same bottle yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Like this is like an occasion. Every time you drink that,
I was like, new studio. Let me savor, my moment on this show. I don't know when I'm gonna see y'all again. With 2021, by then I'll be finally married. So then we gonna really.
We ain't gonna make it that long.
We gonna, last year, so many differences. I was just seeing y'all on social.
I felt neglected last year either.
Woo. Yeah, I got. Ooh. Well,
wait,
it's a great table.
Wait, what you got to get one of these
towels? Oh yes,
this towel.
Listen, we got the pot. This is how you know it's real champagne. The flat stuff be. Just do a little. It's real. All right.
Don't rub it in.
It'll be all right.
It's gonna be all right. It's like it absorbs it. All right, let me tilt this.
Yes.
Okay. We gotta get you some flutes. But we really trying to drink today, so we don't really get food. We're gonna do a toast. I know you like your little mimosa.
Yeah, we don't have
oranges, so we do simply lemonade. Listen, I told him to drop the little citrus will do a trick. Oh wow, this is great. This is a turn up. I said I had to bring the jacket to keep it cold. All right.
Now where can I get the jacket from?
I think they have the jacket at the store. I forgot how I got it, but like what I like about it, people think it's just a necessity to make it look cute, but folks who know they call it the ice jacket. It keeps it cold for 2 hours. So if you don't got an ice bucket, it keeps it cool.
You use that lemonade? You use that lemonade yet?
No, I didn't use it.
You want me to put a splash of it in there for you?
No, I don't need no lemonade.
I was gonna say I don't. But we gotta get him the Christian version,
right?
The church version. All right. So,
because I don't like champagne just by itself.
Let's do a toast.
Yes.
To the Skorpion Show, new season, new set, new house.
Yes.
West Philly, best Philly.
More subscribers and more money.
And more likes and clicks and subscriptions. Yeah. Here we go. Hey!
I'm putting more money.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that was good.
That's real. That's rich.
Look at him in this lemonade. Move that silly lemonade and put it, because I don't want them to think we advertising. Even though they're sitting there for like 10 minutes.
Right.
So, with election day, it's election day Eve. And it's been crazy. It's been a crazy election season for the past, year and a half. We
right.
seen people come that we thought were going to win and go. It was tough for Joe Biden during this process. In the beginning, it was like, oh girl, you like
jab after jab after jab.
And he kept saying, girl, wait till
put in his mouth. He said, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
He said, South Carolina.
Yes,
okay.
He said, I will see y'all there and we will be there.
The blacks got my back.
Yes. That's what Biden said, right?
The blacks got my back.
Well, listen.
He said, listen, the blacks got my back. I ain't worried about these Vermont and these other places. Y'all ain't going to New Hampshire. No one cares about New Hampshire. Right. It's about South Carolina. And I tried to tell the Bernie supporters, I said, listen, y'all. Bernie had really great ideas that would help black people, but Bernie's team was not black. Mm-hmm. He didn't have enough black people in the team. Now, he had this woman named Nina, who was great, Nina Turner. Mm-hmm. She was awesome. But it was not enough people. And then there was some treachery going on because, Simone Sanders worked for the Bernie Sanders campaign in 2016. Yes. And then she crossed over to Biden. I'm looking like, all the stuff you said about Hillary, that kind of applies to Biden too. But I'm going to let you slide on that. Because I get a check.
When that happened when I saw that earlier this year, I said, something's going on. Because why did she flip? But
money,
like you said,
listen, Biden is loaded. $400 million in campaign.
And he still keep asking me for money.
He sure like 15 going on. Kamala hit me up last night for $15. I have $15.
Wait, I was still talking ain't his money your money? Ain't his money your money? Right. I'm kind of confused. I'm like, God bless you. $15.
I read that thing like I'm reading the text message. No.
Can we talk about those emails? Can we talk? First of all, let's talk about those emails.
And the text message. Yes.
They call me. I have to say the polls are real. Those people that call me, I'm from the Pennsylvania party, so they really checking them polls.
Yeah.
I have to, I have to. I'm a journalist, honey. I can't take that call. Click. I won't do it. I can't do none of it. I use my car. I pull out my journalist card when they be trying to call me to do something. I can't do jury duty because I'm a journalist. Mm-hmm. I pull that real quick. No jury duty. Don't call me for no polls. Can't do it. Can't help.
They haven't started jury duty and stuff back up, have they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Sitting around.
When they call you, do they know that you're a journalist?
No.
Okay, so then I can use that when they call me.
I mean, let me listen. Well, what you do is a form of media. I'm in media. Just say you're in media. I think that's the better one. I'm in media. That might be a little slang. I got opinions. I can't do it.
Got opinions. So it's down to, we already know who's down to. What are your thoughts of Joe Biden? Because in the beginning, I thought you were for Biden, and then you just knew that it was going to be him.
Okay, so knowing the truth.
Wait, let me say something real quick before you answer this. I don't think he pays attention to your Facebook like I do.
Okay.
Because I know exactly.
But I say, well, how you were? Because I'm all
year, and I just watched you. As you know,
you like throwing my boat to Joe. I'm like, bitch, what?
And sometimes I will go to Kevin's house and I would say, "Did you see what Ernest said today?" I don't agree with what he said, but I mean, he gonna come around. And I mean, eventually you came around because Biden became such and such.
Well, no, my whole mentality is that I really thought, and I still believe they didn't do some of the stuff they did, that it could have been a different presidential nominee. And I think that's why Biden's having a hard time. Because there's still people that feel like their vote gets disenfranchised in this process. Mm-hmm. Honestly, the election process itself, like once we get past the nominee, pretty go smooth. Right. But that primary situation is messy. Like you pick certain states get put in the mix earlier than others, which means that if you lose in those states up top, it discourages people. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine if they move certain states up in Super Tuesday before other ones? So we could get past that point? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like they set it up where certain people do have that advantage. But then one could argue, like, listen, in spite of everything, Obama still did what he had to do. He turned around and got Ohio. No one thought that was going to happen. But I do feel bad for some of the candidates because I feel like if they would have had certain states move up early, they might have had an advantage and lead. Mm. I just also do not like how people keep talking about who's a presumptive person. You can't say who that is until you get the damn thing. I hated that where they kept, already projecting, and that plays a role in people's psychology about who they think. And so they played Joe Biden up as the presumptive nominee before he even got a damn vote. And so it was almost like everybody just treated it like that. Even with Hillary, they did it like that. And Bernie didn't even get to be on every ballot in 2016 in the primaries.
I didn't know that.
So he wasn't even able to participate in certain places. There was so many games being played. And, like I said, we are where we at now. At this point, at first I voted for my preference. My preference didn't make it. So now I got to vote for my life. And I got to pick the lesser of the evils. And it is what it is. And I just hope that the rest of the country, do it. But I want to say this before we go forward. Whatever happens, it ain't black people's fault.
No, I don't think. I don't believe
a lot of people like to blame black voters.
Yeah.
I don't care. This is not our. This is not our country fully. If we had the majority, we would have put better people to begin with. Bush would have not got in office. We wouldn't have had a lot of these wars. A lot of stuff would have been different if we had the majority of the vote. So I'm not really going to put energy on blaming black people. They always want to blame us. Like at the end of the day, if Lil Wayne can tip this election, how strong was the electorate?
Right.
That's true.
Like if Lil Wayne can change the election,
That's true.
Lil Wayne can't change his dreads, but he gonna change the electorate.
But it's just disappointing to see.
It is disappointing.
Like all what we've been through as a race, and like it just seems like it got worse. Like after Obama left, it got even worse, and then you had a president who's so divisive, and he's here for the shenanigans. Like he's here for all of it and playing in our face, and some people still choose to act like they don't see it.
Things were getting bad. I feel like things were getting, not even getting bad, I think that more things were becoming more exposed while Obama was president. It was always bad, but it was just becoming more exposed. But then you had somebody like Obama who tried to calm things down. I think for me, I know that he didn't, from the way I looked at it, he didn't want to be that president because then it would turn other folks off. So that's what I saw from him. But I think that once he left and then Trump came along, it was kind of like, how do we go from somebody like that to?
Because Trump was speaking to those people.
I'm going to say this though. What we learned from this and what I think needs to happen is the Democrats need to get a pair of balls. They need to fight hard. I got to give it to the Republicans. I don't like the Republicans. I don't even think they playing dirty though. I think Trump's playing dirty, but I think the Republicans do what they do. When you have the majority, you push what you want to push. They mad about these Supreme Court appointments. I'm sorry. When you have the votes, you do what you're supposed to do.
And you know what's so funny?
They got the votes.
I was listening to
something
the other day. And I don't know if what channel, maybe it was on CNN, and somebody said something, and I said, you know what? They're absolutely right. They said, everybody is upset at the way the Republicans pushed Amy Coney Barrett.
But
what exactly did they do illegal?
They didn't do anything illegal. They did everything.
Everything.
But they all just became hypocrites.
The only thing they did was hypocritical, but at the same time, they did what it was that they were supposed to do.
Listen, if you got the majority,
this is the problem
of the votes, you do what you do.
Yeah. You see how fast they pushed her through.
Yeah.
Right? But what about the stimulus and people who still haven't gone back to work?
Well, remember, they didn't even want to give us a second stimulus.
So you, brand her in there and let's say, Congress adjourned to next year.
I want to say that, though, about that point, though, is that, oh my goodness, I got so many thoughts.
Yes, go ahead.
So the first thing is that, like I said, to your point, if you got the majority, you do what you want to do. When Obama came in, I got to give it to him. He came in hard with that health care, and he pushed it. He didn't care what nobody said. Marriage equality happened. Right. He pushed a lot of stuff that he wanted to push, and then somewhere along the way, he wanted to be this neutral dude and, try to play this both sides. And I think after Obama, we should never go back to politics of seeing this as a both sides until we clean out some of these crazy people in office. Like, to me, this whole both sides crap, and we gonna get along and let people off, they don't care. When they have power, they do what they want to do. When Reagan was office, Reagan did what he wanted to do. Bush did what he wanted to do. Every time we get the Democrats, everybody's like, even with Bill Clinton, they always want to play this half and half game. Like these people are gonna say, noted. I see what you're doing. When we get our power, we're going to take care of you. And they never take care of us. They do what they want to do. That's what power look like. But I feel like with Obama, he got a little soft on at a certain point. And I feel like his second term, he should just went hard and push the stuff that he really wanted to push and fight hard. But I think in the midterm, he lost. Yes, he didn't have both the Senate or the House. So he lost some things. He got castrated. But to the other point, though, and I'm going to tell you why I really think that the Republicans pushed Amy Coney Barrett, is because here's the thing about Trump's legacy. Trump, I think, is going to lose. But Trump's legacy is going, okay, he's a racist, he's all that, but his lasting political legacy will not be what he did when he was in office, but the fact that in his power, he was able to turn the Supreme Court majority conservative. So now out of the 9 justices, we have 6 conservatives and 3 liberals. So his legacy is going to forever be cemented because in his leadership, he was able to appoint not 1, not 2, but 3 Supreme Court justices, which they're going to have a lasting impact for decades to come. And it's going to be hard to reverse that. Like, people are going to literally have to die before you get an appointment. You better hope that it's a Democratic president that's in office to make that appointment. So his legacy is going to be what he did to the Supreme Court. And I think that the Republicans are like, let's get these people now because we're forever going to have this control. So all of these disputes in the next couple of years, it's not over. Like, you know, I don't know how it's going to play out. I mean, I would love to see the Senate. I would love to see the Republicans lose the Senate, because if they lose the Senate, that will make a big difference. Because listen, we've been had the House. I keep telling everybody nothing like with the impeachment. We knew Trump was not going to get impeached because the Senate was a Republican. Every time they come in with this stuff, I say to them, y'all, they're not stopping it. The Brett Kavanaugh, not happening. They're going to get that. Amy, same thing. Until you lose a House or you lose a Senate or you lose something of that weight, everything else doesn't matter.
I think the main thing they have is the Senate, to me.
The Senate's the most important part of the presidency. But the Senate really is everything. Everybody talk about the House.
Look at all that power that Mitch McConnell has.
I can't wait.
I mean, he just has so much power. It's just like, I don't think people realize. I know I didn't realize it, and it's so crazy because I've been following politics for a long time. But I just didn't realize, like you said, until he became in charge of the Senate, and you say, wow, like, these people really don't play fair. Like,
no,
they just, anything, once they get their power, they go. But again, to your point, the Democrats need to really be like that.
Yeah, go hard.
Because,
excuse me, yo, damn.
I don't know if I see that going hard in Biden. I think I see it in Kamala.
Well, we all know what's going to really happen.
I see it in her more than I see going hard. Because, you know, he's always been liked with both parties.
Yeah,
but she's like, fuck you.
I think, you know, I don't want to, and I mean, we'll see what happens when she gets in the office. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Do you think she's going to be president soon?
We'll see.
I don't know if she'll be president soon, but I think that him putting her as his vice president, if he wins tomorrow, it'll put her in a better position in 2024 because I don't think he's going to run again.
Oh, he's a one-time. He's a one-time.
And I think now because, and I said this months ago, it puts her in the position when he picked her. I said it puts her in a better position now because I feel like had she not been his nominee, she probably would have never gotten a chance to become the nominee, presidential nominee. Because first of all, she's a woman. Secondly, she's a black woman. I think those two right there would have just killed her.
Yeah.
But I think because if he does win again tomorrow, in 2024, that'll put her in a better position to be the nominee because he's not running again. But then who the hell's to say if she's going to win in 2024? Because no telling who the Republicans are going to have. You know, now they get another Trump-like person, it's going to be a wrap for her.
Well, let's be clear.
I don't think they want to go there.
Hold on. If the incumbent doesn't necessarily get the nomination, then it's not guaranteed. The VP.
That's true.
So it becomes an open primary. So there will be people in the party. And listen, these progressives then got quiet to let Biden go through. You think they ain't going to listen? Because they saw what they did in 2016 with Bernie. They created all this. We're going to do third party. We're going to do green party. We're going to resist. And they made it so hard, and now everybody looking at them like, listen, y'all need to shut up.
Right.
We gotta we can't play these games. We gotta be united. So they said, okay, we're gonna fall back and be united and support this guy. But they looking like, okay, come January,
we'll see what happens.
What we gonna get? Because they want some things.
I think everybody wants some things.
Oh, everybody. Black people deserve some things, right? Like he in Philadelphia deserves some things.
Where was he yesterday?
Was
he up at Triumph?
Actually, he was at the FDR Park near the stadium.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Excuse me.
I rode past it yesterday.
He was only one.
He may have been visiting it. Like they never make like. I saw Obama when he came earlier.
I haven't got an email telling me to go nowhere. Like, oh, come on to this area and nothing of that stuff. But they want my money.
Oh yeah.
You know.
They tell the they get the press to leave though. They tell the press
for your money.
I'm like, but where they at? All I hear is car honking in the background. And, you know, it's
Kamala was here. Is here today or tonight, like the day before election.
I heard John Legend.
So and then Pittsburgh is Lady Gaga is performing in Pittsburgh with Biden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how was that?
I don't know how I feel about that.
But Gaga,
this stuff's like to get me. I just feel like they all do it so late. Like y'all wait one day before.
Beyonce came through today on Instagram with the mask.
But you know what, Kevin? To be honest with you, it doesn't really faze me whether or not because
you saw Taylor Swift.
I voted already.
She came early. Taylor Swift came super early.
I voted already. I know who I'm voting for. Yeah, so it doesn't really concern me when these celebrities come out. I think it's cute that they come out because they have an influence, but it doesn't really concern me because I think a lot of them came out and pushed hard for Hillary in 2016. They were doing it all the time.
I saw that Katy Perry concert in Philly. I said that's the only time I've ever paid. First, I didn't pay. That's the only time I'll see Katy Perry live. It was cute.
Yeah,
I didn't pay, but I saw it. It was cute.
So she did something for the DNC?
This was just a regular show. She did the Man. I think it was when they was at outside.
Really, she did that.
She did the Man. It was outside. I remember it was like an indoor out. You know that space when they used to have it there. And she did a whole show, and we was all out there like it was a big old thing. And then Cory Booker was there with his supermodel girlfriend at the time.
Child, his beard. Keep going.
No, that wasn't. Anyway, I saw the girlfriend at that time, the model girlfriend.
Rosario Dawson?
No, not Rosario.
Don't tear your stuff up now.
Drop your shit.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
I mean, just moved in here. Don't tear nothing up.
It was a supermodel girlfriend at the time. Now he's with Rosario Dawson. Both of them follow me on Twitter. Who? Rosario and Cory. They both follow.
And then Rosario came out as bi.
And yes, she did. So.
You know, they for the team.
I met Rosario in person. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. She was so nice to me. And I met Cory a couple of times. Barry.
How was he to you?
He was nice. So let me say, Barry, my fiance, he worked on the Hillary campaign in 2016, and then he introduced him at an event. And then he was his commencement speaker when we graduated from Penn. He was his. John Legend was mine. Cory Booker's were his. So we ended up seeing Cory Booker when he left out. He remembered us. I was like, how do you remember us? He always remembered us. He know who to remember. And we took a selfie with him, and he was just nice, but like listen,
quit while you were.
The VC,
nice.
The VC got me. The VC.
You ain't gotta say
the VC.
I've been saying it for months.
I think months, years.
Okay.
No. I mean, all I'm gonna say is that I think that he is a very nice elected official. Who is very much so an ally to the LGBTQ community.
I posted something on Facebook.
Specifically with black gay men. He's very nice to us. He's a nice guy. Every time I'm around him, I feel at home. I feel that he understands the plight.
Let me tell you
do work in all the areas. I think he's a great ally for the community, and he always steps up and steps in and
that's right.
And shows up and shows out, and I'm here for it.
Cory's in the house.
I posted on Facebook a few months ago, and I said Cory Booker will never become president until he comes out, because he's not being honest with himself.
Baby, he is. First of all, he's one of the few black senators we've had in American history,
and I have no problem with him.
I don't
at all.
I like him as a person.
Let me tell you something. You can see him coming 2 blocks away.
I thought Rosario was a good situation. He had a model before. I saw the model at the Katy Perry concert.
Catch the shade situation.
I saw the model at the Katy Perry concert in Philly. She was pretty. She was nice. I was trying to get a feel for the body language. I didn't want to be a creep and walk up because I wasn't that kind of stand. No.
But then again, he could have remembered you because you probably wrote something that stood out to him.
I have written a lot.
Somebody's phone. Oh, that's
me. Yeah.
I have writing about people.
I do.
Ooh, let's make it hot.
Yes.
Well, no, first I want to find out about Kamala. How was that interview on her?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I can talk a little bit about that. Can I just tell you, when is this coming out?
What, tonight? This is the election special.
Okay, I need y'all to still vote before I say this. I need y'all to still vote. This is the most difficult. That was the most annoying ass. It was not her. It was her team.
Okay.
These communications people that's in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia running this, they are the most annoying people ever. She was decent. Her responses were great. Do you know the stuff they put me through to try to get this interview? First of all, it took me an entire month to get a response from them. Like they got the request. I got the request because I went off on Facebook, which is you watch my
Yes.
I just was like, hey, you guys are not covering Philly right. How are you going to say that this black?
Right, and I saw you say something too about them being up in, was it you?
Northwest, yeah, Northwest.
Yeah.
How are you in the Northwest? You're not in West Philly, you're not in North Philly, you're not in South Philly. They're not in these black communities engaging actual black voters who are undecided. Right. You guys are talking to people that already made up their mind.
Right.
You need to be talking to the young people, first-time voters, people that just turned 18. You're not here. So I put a Facebook post and said, I don't know what this campaign doing, but they clearly don't know who to talk to. And then they wasn't even talking to the right media people. Like, if you come to Philadelphia and you say you're looking for diverse media and you do not have me at your press pool, I'm not trying to be cocky, but beat. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I just really was not here.
Always get that.
Right, they have like the TV people, but you need to have the print people. You need to have the digital people. You need to have the people with social media influence. You need to get people that's going to tap into these voters. You can't just have folks that's my mama's age and you know, folks like that. Right. So I put this on Facebook. Somebody from the campaign called me. They were like, "Oh my goodness, we heard about your Facebook post. Oh, so now you've heard about me. Well, cool. I would like to be on the press list. Like I want to be on an email whenever these people are coming through because I want to represent. And you know what I really like? I would like to interview one of the candidates. Joe Biden might be hard, but I see Kamala out here giving these interviews left and right. She giving Lizzo interviews. Like, and that's the other thing. I gotta say this, and some people who listen is feeling me on this. Why is it that they got time to talk to black celebrities, but they can't talk to black journalists? I'm only seeing
have more of a following than the
but at the end of the day, we gotta recognize that people want to see these white reporters and journalists are getting access to these presidential candidates. Why can't someone like me who covers this stuff like professionally not have that same access? Like, why is it every time it's black people, we got to give them the rappers, we got to give them the celebrities, but we can't give them actual black journalists who's out here covering this stuff? So I kind of felt like some type of way, and this is shade that they always do. Anytime they deal with media, it's always celebrities. But you all will be better to interview Kamala than some of these celebrities. The questions they ask are not even educated and informed. It's cutesy stuff. It just is corny and it's pandering, and that annoys me. So I really push to say, hey, listen, as someone who's in Philadelphia in a battleground state, as a black man, you're having a hard time tapping into this demographic. I like to interview her because I have questions that specifically address these issues. So they said, okay, we got your request. Every week between then and that interview was, we got this person coming, this surrogate coming. Would you like to interview them?
No.
I waited on this Kamala interview. And it almost felt like, there was this suggestion that they were playing like quid pro quo. Like, if you do this, then we'll do that. But I'm looking like, no. If you've already put the request, I'm just going to wait for the request. So I stood my ground, finally got the interview. And even in that moment, they were trying to do the most. Like, they wanted all these other things. It's like, listen, as a journalist, I don't play with campaigns like this. I don't work for your campaign. I'm not one of your employees. You don't cut my checks. I do an interview, bye-bye. But they really were trying it. They were trying it. And if it was not her... Listen, I've interviewed Oprah Winfrey. She flew me out. I interviewed her. I went to a red carpet premiere for that show, David Meets Man, which is an incredible
so good
show. David Meets Man, can't say much about it. I'm still keeping in contact with the actors and people with the show. Season 2, they working on it. I can't wait. But it was a really great show.
They recording it now?
They've done some episodes, but I know they're finishing up some stuff, but COVID set them back. But I interviewed Oprah, and even Oprah was not difficult. Oprah was easy. Oprah was like, come. I was at the Four Seasons. Sat down. She blessed me with her presence. She smelled incredible. She loved my shoes, my outfit.
She smelled good.
She was everything. But like she wasn't difficult. But I'm sitting here dealing with Kamala, who needs more press than anything else. Oprah don't need press. She got an Instagram account. Right. Kamala needs press. She needs to get the vote out. So I just felt like it was a lot of this. They were playing with me because I'm a black journalist.
It hasn't been that much hype about a black vice president, you know what I mean, than it was like when Obama was a black male running for president. Like it's not like overhyped.
You know why?
Anything. Cause you tell me why.
I know why.
Well, according to sources that I heard, the barbershop, part of it is that Kamala is performative at times. You say your favorite rapper alive is Tupac? Why? How? Mm-hmm. Where is this? You went to HBCU. I just feel like there's certain stuff that she should just. She's trying to. I don't know. She's trying to. I feel like when she does things like that, I don't know. And I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah. But I feel like when she does things like that, she's trying to connect to an audience that she knows has a hard time trusting and believing her. And that audience are folks who feel a certain kind of way about her being a prosecutor in California, about her putting a lot of black men in jail. And I think that she's trying to reel
but how about this? Rather than do all that, how about you just address the issue? Right. How about you just actually address what they're saying?
Right.
How about you just talk about the elephant in the room and get it over with? Because Hillary did that to a certain degree.
Right.
And I also thought what was interesting about the Hillary situation was Hillary wasn't making none of them policies.
Right.
It was her husband. She was a ride or die to her man. Like her man was the president. Everybody talk about
she support
the crime bill. She did this. Okay, but she wasn't in the room with the vote. Right. She didn't do none of that. I mean, her stances were problematic, yes. Mm-hmm. But the way that people held her to the fire,
right.
You talking about somebody like Kamala who did this stuff less than 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Like, you should know better. You did this less than 10 years ago. You thought something that Hillary did 30 years ago, 25 years ago. Crime bill was in 1994. It's been, over 25 years? 26 years. 26 years. Y'all mad about something that happened a quarter century ago, which is legitimate, but like with Kamala, this is stuff that happened.
The folks that are mad weren't either born or were babies.
But I was 3 years old when the crime bill happened.
Like this is gonna happen no matter what your race is. You gotta do no matter what comes before.
But some of them decisions she made and them stances. My issue with her situation, I asked this when I interviewed her, was y'all here claiming you was a progressive prosecutor. I think that's oxymoronic. I don't know what the hell a progressive prosecutor looks like. Mm-hmm. If I'm throwing you in jail, what do I do? Like, you're arrested. Love you, bro. Like, what does that look like? Right. I'm gonna stop and frisk you with a smile. What does the fuck does a progressive prosecutor looks like? That's oxymoron.
She's somebody that tried to make changes to the law, but did she? Like, what did she do?
She talks out of one side of her neck. One moment she likes to get on TV and say, I was tough on crime, I followed the law. Then she goes on TV and she says, you know what? I was very judicious and thoughtful in my decision making. Which one is it, girl?
But
like, you gotta figure out which one you're trying to be.
But you got Trump talking about he's tough on crimes and law. He's been a law and order candidate. But if Kamala was already doing that, and she already a law and order candidate, why didn't she use that to her? Why didn't she use that to her advantage? Like, I would be saying stuff like that.
That's true, because before he became president, Trump was a donor to her.
He supported Democrats.
And she was one of the ones that he supported.
He did support Democrats. Yeah.
I would say, bitch, I'm the law and order candidate. When I was a prosecutor,
but she can't. She can't.
She can't get up with black people. Exactly. She can't do that. But we don't even want to hear that term, law and order.
Nobody wants to hear it. Okay.
We don't want to hear that.
I don't want Trump's version.
Okay, but see, my issue is that nobody ever had a question about law.
We need order. Yeah, we need law and order.
You need both. No, we need both.
Well, I just think that the problem is that when you're thinking about it like that,
I need order.
I'm just gonna say this.
What am I saying?
It's tearing up everything.
I'm just gonna say okay. I'm not even gonna entertain that. I'm just gonna say that I feel like, to a certain degree, with people like Kamala, she should have just addressed the elephant in the room and stop dodging it. Right. And then don't even try to wrap it up with a bow. This whole I'm always a progressive this, I was progressive that. Honey, there's people coming out that have had experiences with your policies and things that you've done in your communities, and your record does not match what you say. Right. And quite frankly, I don't think it's the hill to die on with her support. She's got the nomination. She's not Mike Pence.
Right.
But that being said, moving forward,
right.
Like once they get it, I'm like, you the president, I'm gonna come after.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna sit up and be like, okay, Biden won, so we're gonna be positive. Oh no,
right.
You a different target. We're gonna come at you a different kind of way because we're gonna address you and hold you accountable for the stuff that you promised.
Mm-hmm.
All the promises that they made.
But that should be with every president.
Yeah, but we didn't vote for Trump, and so we had no faith in Trump, and Trump didn't have no faith in us, and so there should have been no expectation from anything from him.
Right.
But with them, you done said a lot, and I'm just like,
what makes me nervous, a little bit nervous, because this campaign with Biden and Kamala, they haven't really gone after the Latino vote. I have some more drinks in there if you want to. They haven't gone after the Latino vote, and I haven't really heard any messages towards the Latino community unless I see them in Miami somewhere. But what about what about in California? They have not talked about the border wall issue. They haven't talked about the kids in the cage.
Okay, so
they haven't talked about
that's
none
real.
Of that
but let me say this though: the people who live in Miami in those areas that are like Cubans. They don't care about the border.
But they're Republicans.
They don't care. They don't care about it because they're the one they didn't even come across that way.
Let me also say this:
they don't care. They're not in Mexico.
No,
they're not in Mexico.
Right.
This does not impact
them from down there.
This does not impact them. They don't care about them, and they also like this. They have this ideology in their head where I am the model. I'm the model minority.
That's right.
Ooh, that with the simple. That with the.
I come from Cuba. Yes. I come from,
Well, they think they're better.
They're better.
But that's some of the stuff that happens. I've met with African conservatives who look down at Black Americans.
Yeah.
And they play into that same rhetoric about how they're different. But you know what? To be fair, we sometimes in our American status, we do it too.
Right.
I grew up in Houston where there was a strong Nigerian population, and I used to see people tease Africans and not when I mean like Nigerians and South Africans and
folks think you better
call them names. They call them names. The African booty scratcher stuff that people will say. Like we saw them make jokes and names, and now as society evolves, we're starting to see them do that to us in certain cases. So it is a very big messed up anti-blackness is happening within the diaspora. I'm getting all academic and crap, but I'm being real. It's a real cross-generational, but also cross-cultural disunity amongst African diaspora, where you're talking about people that's Caribbeans, West Africans, West Indies, Afro-Latinos, the colorism, like all of this stuff is conflated. So I just think that some of that is happening with the Latino vote in America, because the Cubans don't see themselves connected to the Mexicans or any of them people. They don't care about the borders or any of that. They do. They aspire to that American dream and that whiteness, and they've been able to get that.
And those Mexicans,
their entire life.
They're coming over here just to work. They just want to work.
I mean, they want to work. They want to work. They want citizenship. They want opportunities to get an education.
Let me tell you something.
They want their rights like everybody else.
I think I'm one of those people that, for me, it's a big issue. But I know that I'm one of those people, it doesn't concern me. So I'm not one of those people that's too concerned about that border wall. First of all, I don't live in a state that's near there. You know what I mean? The Mexicans, I feel like when they come over here, a lot of them they're not coming over maybe to Pennsylvania still in our jobs. They're probably up there in California somewhere where they're taking them jobs. It doesn't concern me.
That people don't want to do.
Thank you.
Hey, what?
They do the job that people don't want to do.
Yeah, but how many black people stand in the field picking apples and oranges?
But that's what I'm saying.
We had our time in the field.
Exactly.
Right. But like the point I'm trying to make is that why is no one going after these greedy capitalists, like these greedy corporations? They're the ones who's exploiting the labor that is letting immigrants be able to do this work for cheap. They never wanted to hire you in the first place. Right. How did these people get here?
Right.
Somebody opening that border for you. I'm just gonna come here and just get this job and I'm gonna get a check. Who's paying them?
How you out there supporting Trump, but then you got to working up in your house? Watch Trump had them too in Atlantic City. Because a lot of them said
Taj Mahal fell because of that in Atlantic City. Taj Mahal, all these Trump establishments and things. We know this, and that's why I just tell people dig deeper.
Yeah.
People love to get mad at the lowest denominator. Nobody wants to look at the powers that be or the institutions that be.
Right.
I'm on a higher level.
That's
I'm not dealing with individuals. I'm dealing with institutions.
Okay.
If I got a problem with the institution. Right. I'm not dealing with individuals.
Because I ain't mad at you because you want to work.
Because you want to work. Yeah. No, who hired you?
Yeah, who hired you?
Who paid you low wage?
Anna and Mr. Sebastian's
That's who's taking my job.
Yeah.
That's what I care about. And I think that's the problem. We get so caught up in these individuals. Even with this stuff with these hip hop rappers, man, people trying to resurrect their careers. We ain't talked about Lil Wayne in how long? When last time he had an album that we cared about? And Carter 5 was late.
Lil Wayne was the
Reginae's no longer a child, right?
Yeah.
Reginae to get her shit together.
She do.
I'm tired. We was quiet because she was a young girl. Said, she's just defending her daddy.
She's a child no more.
But she's not a child no more. Your daddy was saying stuff about Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. He talking about beating
for Black Lives
beating the vagina up like Emmett Till. He said in a rap song in 2013. The receipts are there. He's always had a history with being anti-black towards black women and black people and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we just let that slide because his lyricism is so great. Best rapper alive, they tried to say. Mm-hmm. We let him get away with it. And I just feel like
2008, the Carter part 3.
We all grew up off of that. The Carter 3. The Carter 3.
Yes.
The Carter 3. We grew up.
Listen.
But a lot of our listen. R. Kelly gave us Chocolate Factory, but
I don't listen to that.
We don't support him. But some of these controversial people gave us some great music. Kanye gave us The College Dropout. He gave us Late Registration. He gave us Graduation was alright. He gave us he gave us Dark Twisted Fantasy. I mean, he gave us some great stuff. But it's time to bye. And Waka Flocka.
Oh God, who's going to him for advice? He couldn't even tell you why I wanted to support years ago. Why both was important. Right, yeah. Remember that they asked him and he said, "Well, I don't know why I support." But what the fuck are y'all here for? And the whole got quiet. The audience got quiet.
And then Tammy so pressed.
Yeah, she is. He must got something in his
pants.
I think he got something in his pants. He gotta have something in his pants. Waka.
You want to find out?
No.
I think Waka had.
Let me tell you the one that was in his pants. And he was that.
I think Waka. You have somebody in there? Yeah, because I see them Trojans sitting on their fire.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Oh. You see it?
Oh. Right next to the rest of the belt. You gonna put the rest of the belt on? I just asked that. What is that some type of foreplay? And he put the little mask on too. That is like a Nacho Grande, whatever Jack Black was playing in that film. He was like the little wrestler.
I'm not fucking with you.
I don't want that.
That's why I'm interested. Yeah, remember he was
like nobody's house who got a wrestling belt around their waist when we about to have
with some Trojan collars nearby. At least he's safe. He got a mask on, mask off.
He got a belt,
a belt,
and condoms.
He is strapped more ways than one. He said, "I'm gonna have it all. Okay. I'm here for it." At least it's the championship belt.
Yes.
So that means you're champion.
All right. Okay. I had fun though. I bet.
All right. So, it's like you already in West Philly. At least you know the neighborhood's great.
Yeah.
You already made yourself happy. So I'm tired of North Philly. Bum rats in an area. I done came to West Philly. I'm a new person.
Yes,
they all like, oh, he knew.
Right. It's nice and gentrified. I like it. It really is.
Well, listen. I just want black people to live here that's from Philadelphia and black folks that have embraced Philadelphia. I've been here for 10 years. Yeah, I feel like a Philadelphia now.
I just feel very comfortable. Good. It's cool. I just met one neighbor today. It's cool. Mm-hmm. Not even an hour ago. Not even an hour. Probably over an hour.
No Karens, no Beckys.
No, none of that stuff. Everybody, all I see is Biden Harris. Everywhere I go, I haven't seen not one.
Well, yeah, no, that's not over here. This area is like large.
Everything say Biden Harris. And I see gay flags. You don't see that anymore.
No, you don't.
No, you're not saying no Philly. And half of them in there is gay.
True.
But you won't see it.
I remember my.
Because they hide behind their kids and their baby moms.
Listen, yo. Okay, that's another conversation. But you saw that with the DA dude who shot the dude in the car.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, you saw my comment because I think you liked it.
I did.
Come on, what is the tea?
I did. Y'all on tea?
Let me tell you, you have to give it to me. I know how
clearly
they were on there. You know, his family was trying to defend him. So the one got killed. They were trying to defend him.
So the boy was paying to suck the guy thing.
It was a pay-for-play type of thing.
That's what they're saying.
And then he got robbed, and then he shot the guy.
That's what he's alleging. See.
And you as the journalist, I know you have to get to the bottom of it.
I just think the interesting thing, the bottom of it.
Let me tell you something. That whole scenario right there, I've seen that play out so many times, and I think I said that on that page.
Yeah.
I've seen that play out so many times. And these females, and then they try to go back and forth with me. You can't go back and forth with me.
No.
Okay?
Girl, first of all, don't ever argue with a black gay man about D.O. men.
Right.
You're never going to win an argument.
You're not going to win.
I'm sorry. You can win. Listen, they always say listen to black women. I mostly do 99% of the time. But when it comes to D.O. men, you can't tell me nothing about that, girl. And
I try not to say, but a lot of these black women, they get bamboozled because they think they know everything.
Well,
and you don't know everything about a DL man. But that's why you win them, because you don't know.
But the problem is, though, is that in our community, we have a thing about masculinity, and we just think that we can tell. Like I said,
we can tell.
Let me tell you something. I'm a different type of. Listen, I'm different. We can be clockable, right? They think they can read us, but they can't read my fiance. Right. I don't think they can. But I think there's certain people that you look at, you know, and I think they got stereotypes. And like, if people know what the stereotype is, they're gonna perform the stereotype. We can all perform the stereotype. I can put a whole different voice on. Let me try. Yeah, so what's up, Kevin? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here.
I don't like that voice. You sound like a white
but that's the game. If you want to play the game, but you know these boys will do that, and then you slay them in his bed, and it's a whole different voice.
Right.
You know that they'll be like, yo, what's up, Kevin? Yes! It's a whole different energy.
And the whole time,
it's a whole different energy.
The baby fathers be the one being bent over, touching their ankles.
Okay, so like I said,
stop.
Kevin,
it's not always that.
But no,
Kevin, you know.
But you know what?
We all know some.
Personally, let me just say this. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I saw someone I like talked to briefly on Catfish. They were on the episode of Catfish. Catfish has been doing this thing where they've been putting like greatest hits. Like on VH1 they're doing them with like Love and Hip Hop. Like, they make these compilation videos like greatest moments. And so I was watching it, and it was like the #1 most awkward thing, whatever. One of the guys who's on there is a guy that I briefly talked to like when I first came to Philly like 10 years ago. And this dude had a whole baby, a 2-year-old baby and everything on the show. Yeah. And I'm looking like this is real. But like, you know, you and I know that, like we all know that. Like what I'm gonna tell people is there's a lot of dudes that, you know what, I don't want to call them gay or whatever. I just think it's like they sexually fluid. Yeah. They sexually fluid. They like
first of all, they are sexual. It's 2020.
You know,
it's 2020, and I feel like in 2020, especially with these young guys, in 2020, you have to be a fool to think that in 2020 your young boyfriend has not messed around with somebody in the past at
or
one
not
time.
Considered.
Or not considered. Or hasn't gotten paid to do something until he got
wait. Okay,
all right.
I don't go that far.
Why not?
I don't think that every guy has.
No, I didn't say every guy. I didn't say every guy.
But let me just say this though.
But don't be upset if he has.
No. Can I just say this? Let me say this real quick. I didn't say every guy, but I tell a lot of guys, like I tell one of my friends all the time, because he asks me, and he said, you know, well, how do you? And I said, listen to this. You can go to any hood. If you see in the summertime, if you go to any hood, you're bound to see a bunch of guys standing on the corner. Okay? Let me tell you something. There's a bunch of guys standing on the corner. Let's say it's 10 guys standing on the corner. Out of them 10 guys, there's at least 2 of them that have messed around at some point. And this is in every hood.
Well, that
doesn't mean that every guy messes around. It just means that you got somebody in your group that has messed around at some point in time.
But you know what? In most cases, they're not even going to mess around with a guy. They're going to mess around with someone who cross-dressed or
a guy.
Okay, but let me say this though. Let me be clear about this. The truth of the matter is that we create an environment where people don't feel like they can be out.
That's true too.
So my thing is, if you think in an area that there's nobody that's gay, no one's out, that means that's always a red flag that somebody is. They're just not. They're just not out. Like to me, it's like if you're in a neighborhood, right, in North Philly, it's like I say to you, "Do you know any gay people in the area?" And they're like, "No, ain't nobody gay around here." Okay, that's a lie. So that's how you know that there is something else going on. And part of it is that people create a culture where they say things like, me and my friends, I'm gonna beat their ass. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. Everybody always what you beating them up for? So it's like everybody threatens violence, and then everybody expects there to be a consequence. But you know, these dudes talk from the side of their mouth. I was at my barbershop the other day, and they was talking. It's like, oh, if my son was gay, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be this. Oh, that's what they said. Oh, of course. That's the first thing that came out. 10 minutes later, we get in a conversation. I don't know why people be doing this secret squirrel shit. Just live your life. Pause. Right. You just said 2 minutes ago, your child's gonna beat their ass. So which one is it? Right. Is it live your life and do you, or is it you gonna beat their ass? Well, I mean, I ain't saying all that. I just ain't gonna. I said, oh no, but that's what you said. Right. And see, when you hold people to that, right, then it be something. That's what I realized is that these guys say those violent things not because they're gonna really do that, but they think that's a way for them to dismiss people from thinking they gay. Why is it the only way that you can dismiss folks from thinking you're gay is by promoting violence and hurting others? Because they don't. Why won't you just shut the hell up and just mind your business and not say anything? You can just not have an opinion about it because it ain't got nothing to do with you. If they got nothing to do with you, mind your business. That's right. I don't get that. Like, why is it that you gotta let people know I'm straight? Like, you gotta declare that as if he was checking me. When I be around straight dudes, they be doing it. I had this one dude one time was like, yo, as a straight man, I said, is there a problem? Like, did you, trust me, I'm good. Like, there's nothing you can do for me. But they feel like they do that stuff where they have to declare, or, my girl, this, my girl, that. Listen, I've met dudes who asked me where the hoes at, and then looked at me like I was the hoe. So we're not going to even do that. We're not going to do that. I was not for... Was this not him or me? This pre-Barry. This is pre-Barry. Okay. But I was not the hoe for him. Not for him. You better say that. No, absolutely. No, but I was not the hoe for him. Not him. Oh, I thought you wanted me to answer. He played that. But listen, I'm like, what you know about it? Where dudes be like, where the hoes at? Man, where the hoes at? Why are you asking the gay man that? What do you expect me to say? I'm like, y'all know. Where the hoes at? What do you expect me to say? That's cold talk for, so what's up? What's up with you? What you get into? I used to hate that when I used to be out and single. They used to be like, what you get into? Come on. I still hate this question in 2020. What you get into? What? Okay, what does that mean? Are you trying to figure out my position? Like, what are you trying to do with this information? Like, what do you get into? What do I get into? What does that mean? What do you like sexually? I hate when people ask me that too. Because it could be, honestly, it depends on what I want to do. It also depends on the person. Because I feel like when you look at the person, you can be like, what this person did for me, you can't do for me. Right. Sorry for talking like that. No, it's real. I know you're a journalist, It's clear. Clarity is important. Clarity is important. Sometimes you just have to get what you got to get. But I just also hate the lack of transparency. But I also think, like I said, I'm not going to argue decision to people about situations happening in our community. When it comes, I'm not going to argue with a straight woman about DL men. Right. I'm just not going to do it. Right. And it's not that I don't respect you, I don't care about your opinions, but you're coming at it from a different point of privilege, and it's not lived experience. Right. Until you have been in these situations. That's right. And you have heard the bullshit. You can't tell me. And you have heard the text messages, and you have gotten the random late night calls, or the DMs, and then as soon as you give them an answer, they start deleting the DM they sent you. And so then you get the DM like you talk to yourself. And they forgot the thread. Right. You got multiple calls. You got different numbers calling you from block numbers. I had to leave that alone. You're not. I had to deliver myself from that. I've been 7 years. 7 years next February. Day before God. I'm just saying. I had to. You haven't turned 30 yet, right? No, I'm 20. I just turned 29 in October. You're still young. And I'm getting married. He's still old. You're not 30. Y'all, no. I think the reality. I was calling no offense. Remember, I just okay. Rest in peace. Oh my God. Rest in peace to him, Chad. What happened? Be quiet. Is this something you're going to tell me after the show? Well, I don't know why he's saying recipes, but just okay. So that was being messy. I had to jump over somebody's fence. This conversation took a wild turn because the folks came. Wait, so this made me think about that. Okay, so this is old school. Remember that Uggs commercial with Birdman, and he was in the shoes promoting the shoes with Uggs boots. And it was like, they played the song, was it Fireman? This early 2000s, but they used to play wrestling. He would jump over the fence with the shoes. And he could do everything he would in the shoes. I love that ad. It's corny as hell. Some of y'all don't know it. It was at Lugs when Birdman was like promoting Lugs, and he was wearing the shoes, and he would jump over the fence. He would roll dice with them. He was running from like the dealers and stuff. It was like a really great ad. It's on YouTube. Put in Birdman Lugs commercial, and it's the most hilarious video. But when you said that, I was thinking about that. Like you would do everything in your shoes and jump over fences, do everything for trade.
I didn't go over nobody's house expecting to have to jump over a fence.
No, but see, that's woke me up early in the morning. I don't know why he came to my house to wake me up.
Okay, hold on. How old was the boy? Hold on.
No boys.
How old was the man? No. You were still in a grown man in his mom's house. See,
no, I didn't say his mom's house. I didn't say his mom's house.
Well, whose house was it? Oh my God! Big. Okay, done. Did you know that before you went in there?
Oh yeah.
You did?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh my God. Well, I have nothing to say. You can imagine what was said, y'all.
I don't know them.
Done. Okay. Well, I don't feel bad for you now. I don't feel bad for you.
I'm just going to have to come back this week. Okay? This has been a fun video. We just wanted y'all to go out and vote.
Please vote.
Yes, please vote.
Please vote.
I don't really want to cut this short. Like, this is fun.
I'm here for it. I'm here. I got time. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, because I want to talk about something else when it comes to just voting back to the
yes, let's go to voting.
Yeah, I want to talk about this.
But we
so, how close do you think that it's going to be tomorrow? Because I told you before we started recording that I want Biden to win by a large amount.
Margin, yeah.
Yeah, large amount margin. I don't want him to win like all
the certain states.
I want him to win by a large margin so he can smack Trump.
Michigan.
I want him to beat his ass like a drum. I think he says it like I want beat him like a drum.
I don't think Biden's going to win Florida. Florida has shown that they're...
Florida has shown Florida. I think Trump might get Florida.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to win.
I think he'll get Ohio. But that Wisconsin, that Michigan, that Pennsylvania. And I'm hearing about Texas. Texas might do something different. And you know what I said about Texas? Because Texas almost did it for Beto.
Right.
And that was 2018. So Texas might pull it off.
You know what's scary? When you after the election, right, and you hear about the percentages of what race voted for what, and then you go to work and look at them and be like, oh, so are you one of those that
listen? That's how it was.
Disgusted, and then you remember they had that women's march.
That's how they were.
Like y'all voting for Trump. You know that, right?
I was here for the listen. I had that energy with white women. They out here feminism, Hillary. This is my fight song. You know, they just play that song all the damn time.
All the time.
And then I said, I'm confused.
51%.
Did you call your mother? Did you call your auntie? Like, which white woman voted this way?
And this was even after the I'll grab him by the pussy tape.
Right. Right. This was after he did this. And then Me Too happened. Like, the same white women that's talking about Me Too are the same white women who turned around and voted for Trump with the grab him by the pussy a year before.
Right.
So, I'm just saying. And then even some of these same white women in the Republican Party elected, voted to appoint Brett Kavanaugh, even though he was accused of things he was accused of. So it's just like, with me, it's like white women can't be trusted. At the end of the day, white women want proximity to white men. So they think that if a white man's empowered, they're going to be empowered. But look at Melania Trump. How empowered did she get?
Oh, she irks me.
I came with Melania. I used to...
I thought that at one point that she was just like...
A slave. Like, she was just like, basically like...
But then she is she's with the shit. She's down with it.
She is down.
Yeah.
I saw that video.
Because he got her to be a citizen here. He got that Green Corps expedited.
And her family is here, her mom and dad.
Everybody got expedited.
Right.
Listen, he said, let me say about him.
Talk.
Listen.
And you gonna be first lady too? You think you'll be an immigrant in this house? I don't think
she's not even a first lady. Like, come on.
I mean, she is her title's first lady.
But what has she done?
Nothing. She is.
The
only thing that she's been slaying is the look.
She haven't even.
The only thing she stays a look after the night. That's the only compliment I'm gonna give her. But she gives you. She coming through with a look. I got nothing to say, but I got something to slay.
Yeah, and me and my sister were just talking about this the other day. I said, let me tell you something. When it comes to her, she gonna have a good shoe on, she gonna have a good outfit on, and she gonna look. She's gonna have a nice look to her because she can wear.
Can you imagine what the Christmas trees gonna look like if Trump lose? The what? Them Christmas trees. She already ate Christmas
together.
Fuck this shit.
I don't think they have Christmas tree coming.
She done fucked up the Rose Garden.
But you remember she said on the audio they leaked it too. Because I have to do a Christmas tree. I don't fucking do a Christmas tree.
She don't do
Christmas tree.
They house in your
I don't think Trump believe in God or none of that.
No, hell no.
Ivanka's
husband is Jewish.
Right, they don't have no type of experience with they don't.
But he be talking about God. I'm like,
that's his way to get to them evangelical.
But you know what? Okay, so I had.
Anybody say 2 Corinthians?
I had the saddest thing ever. So this is this woman that I had interviewed. She's a black Muslim woman that ended up converting to Christianity. And she is a gospel artist. She's not a known one. She ain't selling records, but she. I followed her for like years, like 6 years. And today, she posted that she voted for Trump, and she was talking about how she was going to, she says, actually, I'm going to have to pull them off. I want to read exactly what the post is.
You know what?
Because I want people to see, I want to read the post. Because it just really, I was heartbroken. I unfollowed her. I didn't tell her why.
She believed there was good people on both sides.
She said, I voted for Donald Trump to find out why. Watch out. She has a show that she does it tonight at 9. I don't know if I'm going to watch the show. She said, I voted for Donald Trump to find out why. Watch me tonight. The word works. Facebook Live and Live. So her hashtag is Kingdom Values. Hashtag Christ. Hashtag Election 2020. Hashtag Trump. Hashtag Trump 2020. Hashtag Black for Trump. I would have never imagined that this woman would do that. And so... like I said, I'm not worried about it.
And it makes you wonder, why are you voting for her? Like, what's
she's framing it based on her religious faith, but I'm just thinking to myself, Trump's behavior, his behavior does not match those values that you're trying to project out into society. So I'm just trying to say that the curtains don't match the drapes, sis. Like, you're saying that you're doing this because of Christianity, but then also made me think about, how do you feel about me?
Right.
Like, how do you feel about... Like, what? It's just a lot. I mean, and Biden is a Catholic. He ain't like, he's not anti-religious. He's Catholic.
He'd be the second Catholic
with JFK.
JFK.
Yeah.
And y'all know I'm Catholic.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, I just don't know why it's a big, why she's doing this. I'm just very disappointed. And I just feel like, there's some people that just capitalizing off of this.
Yeah.
Like Candace Owens.
Oh yeah, she's a hot
mess. Candace, right?
Candy.
I think there's a lot of people that benefited. Could y'all imagine
selling her soul like that? It's just a mess.
Right, but I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say, ooh, is that KFC?
Yes, I didn't know it was one of the 57 bucks.
Listen, it's in the area, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this though, and this is real.
Some chicken tonight.
Cool, man.
I haven't had KFC in the house. Ooh, from KFC?
No. But wait, you 57 in Baltimore?
57.
Yeah.
It's only a couple blocks.
Yeah,
I know which one it is. Near the gas station.
It's not good.
It's decent. I like it.
You like that one?
No, okay. I thought it was okay. They do their job.
Because they got a 4.5 shake shack. I might get some shake shack.
They good too. But let me say this though.
Oh yeah.
I think the one issue for me is that the Democratic Party don't create platforms for young black people to be able to be stars.
No.
Like you see,
they're not even creating it for themselves, for the white people as Democrats need to me.
A little bit
I think
more.
it's
tough.
tough.
When you look at like Tammy Lauren and Tommy or Tammy, whatever the hell her name is. I don't know.
And
Tammy,
represents Republicans.
You got Republicans. You got Candace Owens. You got these young people.
I see what you're saying.
That get a platform.
But where is the young extreme? They're extremists.
No, but they are. But where
they have a platform.
Where is our people?
Where's our extremists?
Why they don't got me on MSNBC?
Right. Yeah.
Hashtag Ernest is.
You know what?
Why am I not on those programs talking about that?
Maybe you might know the tea, cause I like my jewelry reading. I don't like Jonathan Capehart at 10 o'clock. When I started working. No, cause Joy been on TV since July.
Yeah, Joy's good.
7 p.m. slot.
Yeah, Joy's good.
Now, what's going on with where's Tiffany? I thought Tiffany
Cross.
Yes.
She does mornings now.
Is she in the 10 p.m.?
No, she's in the mornings now. They put in the mornings.
So they got rid of Candace?
They moved them to the morning. So she's on the weekends in the morning. So she got like I think it was a Sunday show or morning show. Because do you know a woman named Erin Haynes who's on there a lot?
Erin Haynes.
She's like a contributor now. That's my good friend. She's on there as a contributor on AM Joy. She's on all the different
that's
shows.
what I'm saying. Like AM Joy, I'm ready for them to get rid of the title because I thought Tiffany Cross is gonna have.
She's doing. I think she's doing that with that.
So did she did get because
it's not official, but I did see. I see her on it now more.
Like, cause I need them. Like, cause I would DVR it. Like,
yeah.
She didn't get no girls out of here. Like every time I look, it's Jonathan Capehart.
Yeah.
The girl that used to work for Hillary Clinton. And she's not good at reading the teleprompter. She's like another Al Sharpton. And we're not. I need somebody.
I don't know why Al Sharpton still got.
Look, he got some kind of stroke in
this decade. Can we begin to replace some of these old heads? No shapes.
Nobody wants to step up. Nobody wants to step up.
They don't want to step up.
Where they at?
Well, we giving the wrong people stepping up. We got Van Jones.
Yeah.
Like we giving the wrong
side of the fence.
We giving the wrong people platforms. I'm here. Hello, I'm here.
Okay.
Like I exist.
Yeah, Van Jones.
But I have to say that because they don't
even like watching that.
No, because he talks outside his
head. He didn't even got that show coming on Saturday.
No.
What show?
He had 7 p.m. He had 7 p.m.
watching it.
Yeah,
nobody cares.
Yeah, because then he in there in Trump pocket,
well, there was a story in the Daily Beast that exposed him like a couple months ago.
And that's your new workplace.
I write for them. I write for Philly Mag.
And you're the editor
at large.
All right, bitch. Now, what does editor at large do for the girls who don't know like me?
Okay, so
they edit at large.
So no,
clearly.
So no, I oversee all like the editorial stuff and advise on it with the team of people. So like I have a influence and say, hey, I think we need to have more of this, and my voice matters and counts, and I continue to do the work I do, pick my stories, do my stuff, and it's great. So
as a black man in this type of position, how often, like, how do you make sure that the stories are diversified?
Yeah.
I know that plays a part.
Well, yeah. I mean, part of it. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think part of it for me is just like, Philadelphia specifically is a majority black and brown city. There's black people out there. You can't go anywhere in Philadelphia and not see a black person. I don't care. If you in a rent house,
that's right,
you're going to see black people. May not be black people living in that area, but you're going to see them serving or in the street. So to me, it's just like, when you write these stories, you need to consider how they view those stories. Like, I don't believe in this niche audience crap. When you say it's Philadelphia, then it needs to be readable by Philadelphians, and the majority of Philadelphians look like us. So we should be able to read it and consume it and not feel like we're left out of the conversation. So to me, it's about making sure that it reflects that. One of my first projects I did, I'm excited about, is the November issue, which is the 75 most influential Philadelphians. We just dropped at 76.
Bitch, we not in there.
That's all right.
But you know what? I seen the people from Fox 29 was in there.
Well, no, we have Alex Holly, one person.
She definitely is.
But she did. Yeah, she deserves it.
She deserves it.
I think, I mean, the thing is...
But I ain't seen Kevin McHale.
Listen.
We ain't get interviewed or nothing.
Listen.
But you know what, McHale? We gonna flip these bitches in 2020.
Are y'all gonna answer y'all emails? Do y'all answer y'all emails? Do y'all answer y'all emails?
I check.
Do y'all answer y'all emails? Do you answer y'all phone calls? I just want to ask. And let me say this for the record. Do y'all answer your emails?
You somebody.
Hold up. Do you answer your emails?
No, let me flip.
No. That's what I'm looking
for.
Why do y'all email them?
Okay.
Ernest got a text message.
That's right. I get the texts now. But let me say this though.
You're here.
I'm just saying.
Right. You're here.
I say, I'm going to say this. I'm going to put this on the table. I'm going to pour some tea. Because I can now say, because it came out, it's published.
Right.
I'll tell you guys in y'all ear who the person is.
Okay.
But I won't say it out loud there.
Okay.
So there was a person that I wanted to include in the social media influencer section.
Okay.
We tried to email their, call them, email them, text them, went on their website, everything. And I really was like, this person should be on there because I think this will represent a side of Philadelphia that does not get reflected. They did never respond. And then when it comes out, I heard that their camp or their team felt some type of way that they wasn't included in it, but I was kind of like, black people, why are we not answering our phones and our stuff? You know what
I
I'm saying?
didn't get a text.
You know.
He don't know who that is.
You know that.
I know that.
So that's what I'm saying. So So we was like,
Let me tell you something, Ernest. This right here, you see how it's nothing there? Because I check them every day.
See, well, I got you.
I check mine. I got you every day.
Well, they want to check
me and Richard were talking about that too, because Richard said, "Well, I don't check my email." I said, "I check my email. My email and my social media are the first things I check every day."
I would say, wait, listen, I get emails, as y'all see this phone been off, but I said, listen, I got a show tonight. So
emails to me are like text messages. I have to check them.
I treat the same way.
I have to check them. I can't see a bunch of emails sitting there and not.
But you know what? I'm not even worried about that. He didn't.
Look how many times what's the name emailed me and I could have missed. You know what I mean? With certain shit, and I'm like, oh my god, thank God I checked because I would have missed
when
this.
When did it happen?
Over the years.
Oh yeah.
Not one
that
time.
Makes sense.
Over the years.
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I can't not check it
because we don't get.
Because that's how we communicate. Even though we have each other's number, that's how. And you got to remember, that's a professional.
That is.
And that's how
I tell people: do not get in my Facebook DMs unless you got some opportunity.
That's right.
I give them my email. I get. You know what the biggest thing about this being this role is that it's great because you know you have people that like give you nice compliments and all that stuff. But then there's people that give you the compliment and then give you like a whole drop of like some crazy pitch. And you're like, this is not what I do. Right?
I gotta do something. I just gotta record.
It's 9 o'clock at night. Why am I getting a whole message from you saying, hey, you got this new thing, I got this new job, or I got this new gig, and I want to do X, Y, and Z. And they'll say to you, because you know that's how we do. Mm-hmm. You know how we do. Somebody get new jobs and they say, how you been? Mm-hmm. Congrats. And then they come in for the whatever they need, the request they need, the thing that they want, and like, you know, that has been interesting, like exploring that, like navigating that. But one of the things I've learned, and this is the advice I tell anybody, is like, don't ever let somebody's emergencies be your inconvenience.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I have learned. Your emergency will not be my inconvenience. If you don't have your stuff together, if you didn't plan accordingly, if you didn't hit me up the right way, or you didn't plan what this emergency is to you, is not going to be my inconvenience.
Right.
And I mean, I've had to tell that to different people that I know. Like, they'll come at me left and right. They'll say, hey, we want you to do this and we want you to do that. But you tell me at the last minute. But then I find out you've been planning this for several weeks. And then you hit me up like it's an emergency for me. Oh, no, honey, it's an inconvenience.
But what about when you've been planning it for a while and they know about it and they still don't come?
Oh, I've had that before.
Dennis, you know.
Well, you here. Y'all not that far here. Best Philly.
I told you Best right around the corner from me.
Right. I live around the corner.
What's going on? I'm lost.
I'm just saying.
He said another person is not showing up.
I've been thinking about this. Like, I'm literally.
When you move here?
On Friday.
Well, it's only Monday.
No.
Well, if you live around the corner, I mean, if you
he does work every day too. To be fair, he works and he's a mailman, and he works every day. Now, I'm not taking up for him because he was talking shit about me on your last live.
Ooh.
However,
I
like to see it wasn't bad. But
okay, all right.
However, I do like to see both sides. He might want to surprise you on Trump. I'm just saying. I like to see both sides.
There's some very good men on both sides.
Okay.
There's a very good.
He might be surprising you with something.
I'm gonna say this.
I ain't no falling out to Joe.
No, but I'm just saying.
No, you good for calling him out.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, that's why.
I just call him out
all the time.
Well, you know,
I can't call out Brandon.
I can't live here, Brandon, Arizona. But if everybody else can make plans and get U-Hauls and do all kinds of stuff, and
well, your gift from me is coming this week. It's not. I'm going to.
But you're here. But I do think, listen, my friend I just was telling him earlier, my friend lives up a couple of blocks up, and she just had a housewarming party herself, and we was there this weekend, and she turned into an engagement party for me. I was like, what?
Oh, that's cute.
It was like my squad, and like it was a Halloween house party for her, which we did. You know, I came with bottles too. Come with all this, and then they come out with a whole cake with us. Because Barry was there, they had all what's those sparkle things they put on them?
They got the sparklers.
The sparklers on the cake, and it was like a huge thing. Stuff. I said, y'all are crazy. Right. But I was very happy. But that being said, she moved in that place within about 2 weeks, because she was pressed. She had to have her dining table, she had to have all her stuff. But again, all of us came. We was in the area. We all came.
Right.
I mean, you know.
I wasn't doing
have you heard? When the last time you spoke with them?
Oh, yesterday.
Oh,
Dennis?
Yeah.
Well, then, hello.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I'm thinking he didn't speak to him in like a week.
Well, he should be.
No,
he should be here with a bottle. Maybe he's gonna come with a bottle.
Fuck that.
He gonna watch this episode. He gonna say, "See, I was already."
Because they're gonna hit him up and be like, Kevin said,
"Oh, they are. They mess you like that. They are.
They are.
I won't say the best. Let me say. I want to get from people.
That's why I watch what I say.
Let me just say.
I watch what I say, and I watch names too.
Okay,
these people are messy.
Let me say what they do.
You know they usually tag people like, and I hated that.
Oh, let me see what they do with
me.
me.
They tag you in it.
They've been nice. They get in my DMs. I've had mostly people do nice things. They say, "Oh, I can't wait to see you on the show." It's mostly a lot of women. They say, "I can't wait to see you on the show. I get my life, yada yada yada."
That picture I posted just got over 500 likes, and it has a bunch of comments.
Oh, let me see that. Let me see that. I got one
picture. The picture that we all posted.
Oh, I can see that bitch.
Oh, let me see that. Let me see that.
Okay, I'm about to show you.
But also the two things too, I get women, some of the guys, you know, they'll DM me and say, "Oh, it was nice seeing you." I'm like,
"Oh, 633."
Oh, do you follow me on Instagram?
Yeah, don't I?
I think so. I wanted to see.
I see you all the time on Facebook.
You lit. I know. Listen, y'all, you know, I can't pick which app I like the most. I think Facebook is like.
What's your name on here?
Mr. Ernest. No, it's just Mr. Ernest Stones.
Wait.
MRERST.
So what you know about this?
Verified.
Oh, I don't. Probably.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What a. Woo! How you? Okay, so what's this? Okay.
So wait, just like
yes.
I just want to know.
Confirm yes.
Yeah, I already know.
Wait, what's going on? I missed it. What happened?
Okay, so there's somebody. So what am I supposed to know?
Oh, like tell me what whatever influence. What tea you got when you can't really spill?
Well, she travels.
Mm-hmm. When am I missing? She goes out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Cause I knew you would know.
I mean, she goes because of my art. Mm-hmm. She goes out a lot. She seems to never. I mean, from what I know, she never gets in relationships. She's always like goes to the conferences and do her little mingle. She got her little people, but I think she's bored with that now. I think she's trying to. She's been lately giving me the energy that she's trying to do more. She's trying to have some more consistency because she didn't burn some bridges in some circles with that, but not that it's public because you know this is like a cult. So that's what I can say about that.
Okay. Because I was just following like on social media. And I was like, well, what's the take?
I missed the whole conversation. What did I miss?
It was just a nice tea exchange. Okay. It was quick.
Yeah, it was because all I did was turn and unplug my thing and came back and I was.
Yeah.
No, it was interesting.
Oh, I need to fill this up a little bit more.
Yes.
We need a shot. Just one more shot.
I can't take
Ernest live down the street, child.
I do. See, that's what I said. When you live in an area, you can do things. You can do certain things when you live in an area.
You know it's nice around here.
Yes, it is. They're not gonna get you.
Oh no, it is nice around here. I don't want to live around here.
It ain't too much drama. You can't sit on this porch and talk and spill tea.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, did you? When was you back on Burke Street today?
No, I wasn't doing that. I was in the house.
You know, I thought you went to my mom's house.
No, I was in the house already.
Oh, he probably forgot where I was at.
I was in the house.
You're not gonna tag the dolls? Are you gonna tag the dolls so they can know where to follow the dolls?
Where you?
Yes, on the photo. You're not gonna tag the dolls?
I don't tag nobody.
You always tag. They gotta follow.
You got the shade room.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not that.
Oh, the shade room.
Yeah, the shade room tag nobody. They give you a hashtag.
Yeah,
I was the one in the shade room, and somebody had to tell me I was in the shade room.
Yeah, because they don't tag you.
They don't tag. And I was like, and I was taking all these files, like, where is this coming from? And it was because of something I said, but it was a See, I like that. When I'm in the shade room, I'm on the shade room for positive things.
Right.
Like, I'm in it with, like, positive stuff.
What shade room you be on for positive things?
Well, you know, when
I heard they was shutting down the comments and stuff.
No, she didn't shut down the comments.
Okay.
So they posted it. So the creator, the person who, she posted it, and then it was a beautiful announcement.
Right.
What they were going to do is they're no longer going to be allowing, which they should have been stopped this, people to leave comments talking about children, making homophobic stuff, making racist comments.
Because remember it was going with the transphobic stuff.
They hiring people to take care of that.
I guess so. Because you know, every time, like one of the things that I used to hate was when they would post Dwayne Wade's children.
That's with his daughter.
Yeah, they would go in, and I'd be like, "That's not right at all." You know, it's just
like,
crazy.
why? These are children.
Yeah, like,
and then also the transphobic stuff, like we were talking about Asia Star with that one guy. They were talking about the guy from Carl Winslow with the
he lives in LA now.
Who?
Asia Star.
She lives in LA. Yes. She's doing her thing.
Asia Star in LA.
Asia Star's in LA.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's been living out there for years.
Why y'all saying she?
Because Asia Star is the character. Lamont is his name. I know Lamont.
Did we take a shot yet?
You don't know?
I did not. No.
Oh, y'all know I'm trying to twist.
Wait a minute. You thought Asia Star was how he lives?
Oh, wait a minute. Not Asia Star. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the trans woman.
Oh no!
Who was on
Who the hell are you talking about?
No. Not Asia.
215 get off them dicks.
No, not her. No. Love and Hip Hop. Remember the light skinned girl?
Oh, Sydney Star.
Sydney Star. Okay, wrong star.
Oh, Chavez.
Sydney Star.
But you were talking about Asia Star too.
No, Asia Star. Yes.
Yeah, he lives in. Stop saying she.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, but he's saying.
Okay.
Asia Star was who?
Okay, so Sydney Star.
That was his character.
Let me back this up a little bit. Sydney Star was on Shade Room a couple of weeks ago because she was talking to the dude from Family Matters. Who apparently is like the dark skinned guy who's like Eddie Wisdom.
Daryl.
Yeah, him. He does? He is. I know. Well, he was into her on Instagram.
Oh, I know.
And they put the pictures up. So everybody was going in.
Darius McCrary.
Yeah, I follow him too.
So you know he messing with Superhead, they said. Well,
she talked about him in a book a long time ago.
Yeah, she did. So I was just like, okay, this is a lot. I wasn't ready for this. It was a lot. And I don't know. I just think it's a lot of interesting stuff coming about from all of this attention that is being done. But I didn't like what they said about her. Because they were trying to like make it, like, you know how some people put some dates, like, you know how people do this whole thing, like, thoughts, when they put a post up? And it's like, you know what you're trying to entice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're trying to entice or whatever. What's your thing here? You know what you're trying to entice when you say thoughts on something or whatever. I don't know. I just cannot. I just want people to vote. Like I said, I just want people to vote. I just want people to not blame black people for whatever the outcome is, because it's not our fault. Okay.
I think I'm gonna stay off I'm gonna stay off.
I can't stay off of Facebook.
No. Not social media. I think I'm gonna stay off like CNN and stuff until later on in the evening because I'm so nervous.
I gotta watch it.
It's like I want him to win so bad that I'm gonna be so upset if he loses.
I want Eddie to come over.
I might cry.
If he's, I want Eddie to be here or somebody.
He lives around here too, right?
Yeah. All my girls around here. You know. You know,
we don't have family.
Well, your other girl ain't here yet.
Who?
Then.
How about it?
You know what?
How about it?
I'm kind of over her, but it's all right.
No, y'all gonna be good. What? Okay, has Diggy come through? What's Diggy?
No, I haven't invited Diggy yet. But Diggy live all the way on.
Diggy lives near me.
Yeah. I keep up with Diggy. Diggy doing good.
How long was the ride from where you stayed to here?
Well, you have to jump on the expressway because you can't drive on the regular streets.
Right, and I really ran into traffic. Right.
Well, I got off the expressway because it was traffic on the expressway. Sure. So I got off and came through
with them little crisscrossing streets.
Yeah, okay, because you but this is closer to my job.
Yeah, I know. That's how, didn't I tell you that? I said that bitch gonna
yes. Oh yes.
It's about that time.
Listen, you better get it. I mean, I just think that like one of my things that I have.
You want to buy me something from KFC? Sorry, you gonna buy me?
I think I ordered something.
I have.
Oh, you ordered it?
I don't know. Let me see.
Uber Eats. Listen, Uber Eats is my everything.
Oh, I wanted to order something from Shake Shack.
Oh, you all right?
What's all right?
Oh my goodness, he really. They're hype. They just hype over here. They just more hype about it. Let's lit. We haven't hit the record. Yo.
Yeah.
I am happy that we got together before the end of this campaign.
Yes, we picked the right day.
November
2nd.
And I'll be back more often. Promise you guys. Right. You gotta hold them to accountable.
Child, if Mikkel can't come, I'm gonna just be like, Ernest.
We can just be Ernest. We're just gonna do the West Philly. The West Philly edition. The West Philly edition. We'll just say the West Philly edition. Normally it's North and West. And I'm always in the middle, but you know, we just go, we might have to do that.
What's your address again? They ain't got to worry about that.
No, every time I have to ask, I always the address. Walk down the street. Well, it's cold now, so I'm Ubering everywhere.
It's very cold.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But
it was cold this morning. I said, ooh.
No, it's going to be fun. I can't wait to be on more often.
I need to get me a coat.
I can't wait. So what is I mean, this is what happens if he wins though. Biden wins again. Like I'm not.
If Trump wins again,
no Biden.
No, if Biden wins, it means that
it's going to be
it's going to be a change.
For me, it's going to be a sigh of relief because of the fact that we're not going to have to deal with a clown or a child in the White House anymore. Are things going to change automatically, immediately? Hell no, because they never change immediately. Right. But I just feel as though we can go back to saying we have a president in the White House. Whether you agree with him or not, we have a president in the White House. We don't have somebody that's going to go on Twitter and be tweeting all kinds of crazy shit. No. Somebody who's going to talk about people that he doesn't agree with. You understand what I'm saying?
You know now, I think that don't even tweet.
I think that people who don't really care for Biden and his policies, they're going to focus on the issues regarding his policies and what they don't like, rather than what the hell did he just tweet last night or what the hell did he just tweet this morning. Nobody's not going to be focused on that.
I'm going to tell you,
that's going to be a legitimate argument.
I'm going to tell you something. As a journalist, I can't wait that I don't have to deal with every single day following this man.
Right.
Which Trump?
Trump.
Yeah.
Like let me say, and any of my followers know this. People that read me, for I want to say 3.5 years, I made a point not to talk about Trump. I talk about everything else, Philly issues, others. I didn't obsess myself over Trump. Because I feel like there's some people that's making a lot of money obsessing over Trump. All these damn books and these documentaries. I never gave that man as much energy. The last 6 months, I've had to talk a little bit more about him because we're close to the election. But I can't wait to go back to a level where I can put it on my TV and we're not talking about Trump every 5 seconds.
Right. Oh,
I feel like every day we're always talking about Trump.
This is what I was talking about.
And it's a tweet. It's a blood. I can't wait to this president. I can't wait to have a boring ass president.
Let me tell you. I was telling Mikkel, like on either on the podcast or on the videos. This is what I miss about CNN and MSNBC about.
We can't even talk about
everything is Trump all the time, blah blah blah. But they don't get to the stories. Like I watched Fox News, Fox and Friends. They talk about shit that happened in a town that you never heard of. That's a positive story. And CNN don't even do that. Like you don't get that from none of the networks. Everything is Trump did this, Trump said that, Trump like.
But what I don't like now, but you know I'm over that they also do too is this thing like
I like watching I like for them to get to the story.
But the other thing that I get annoyed with them that they do now too that always piss me off is the Trump said this, Trump did this. Let's weigh in. Do you think it's racist? Do you think it's not? It's like, how do y'all not think it's racist? Like, why are we arguing about common stuff? Like,
I got my hours for next week. I'm just happy because I'm in the pool. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why are we weighing if he's racist or not? Like, why are we asking these dumb questions right now? Like, why is that? Like, why is common sense not so common?
Because it's never been too common.
You're right about that. I mean, you know, we here for it. So I'm excited. I mean, like I said, I'll be here more.
Yes, I can't wait to see you.
I'll be here more.
Of course.
Yeah, this is like my,
this is going to be my first Thanksgiving
second residence.
By myself.
Oh. You know, I thought you were going somewhere with your sister.
Which one? Oh, no.
Hello?
Oh, my name is
the way you fucking rolled your eyes
on Monday and Thursdays.
Don't get kicked out of here, okay?
Okay, I won't get kicked out, but they got to get used to Monday and Thursday. I'm going to put a note like, Thursday might get a little loud.
Yeah, but don't mind us. I come back for a recap based on what happens in the election.
Now, because I'm thinking about
next week. He can come back next week.
I'll come back next week. I should be
so we can recap the election.
Yes,
it might not even be next week. It might have to be like Thursday.
I should be free.
I work 6 to 4. So
that's good.
That'll give me a lot. Let me tell you what I love about the trolley, bitch. I can work in 12 minutes.
Yo, you can take the trolley from there to your job
right outside my home and be there in 12 minutes. That is the best. Anytime I need to work, look. This is just me. So if I gotta get out of here and they say somebody call out, I call. Look, can I just work a couple hours?
And then let you go.
Yeah, I'm going right down there. And sit here and do what? Look at dicks and TV?
Huh?
Come on, let's go.
Wait a minute. You saw your neighbors already? Oh, you talking about porn?
No, I'm talking about, I'm not looking at porn. I'm just saying about video games.
Oh, yeah, not
like
that.
I got my video games and you know how you be gonna ask everybody want to see your little.
I
be like,
they see you in the area.
Oh my god,
that is too much.
It is.
I don't know. I just
don't know how they do it.
I'm not editing nothing out. It's just
sure
a fun video.
It is very fun.
You know who else was hitting me up like
on those
Daryl? No.
Oh.
Daryl was just like, I mean, he called me. I'm like,
but Daryl's a nice guy.
Always.
He's a sweet guy.
You got a fan?
No, Daryl. You probably know Daryl. He works. He used to work. He used to. Daryl Archer on Instagram.
Daryl Archie. You know Daryl Archie?
Okay.
He's not into the news like he was before, but
you see, he made the shade room for his Halloween costume.
No,
he made it twice. He was Monica when she did the battle with Brandy, and he was Jadakiss when Jadakiss did his Verzuz battle. And Verzuz even posted the official page posted him on their page too.
Wow.
Jadakiss or the shade room.
The shade room posted Daryl, and Verzuz official Instagram posted him too.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Daryl. I should have dressed up for Halloween this year.
Oh, I was.
Who
was I for Halloween myself?
My coworker dressed up as a voodoo priestess, but she was the best from what I seen that day.
Wait, how do you spell the Verzuz? Am I spelling it wrong?
Verzu.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, are y'all ready for? Did the T.I. thing? Did the T.I. thing happen already? It's about to come.
Oh, bitch, come on, bitch.
See? What the hell?
He pulled it off. I see the yellow.
This is him as Jadakiss.
Oh, I see.
And then this is him as Monica.
Oh, wow. Well, that's when we be famous.
Go, Daryl. I'm happy. He ain't tell me about that.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it is decent.
I can't wait to talk to him about that. Let me see if he pick up. Let me see.
Did you say calling him on the camera?
Yeah, wait till we get a lot
of No.
Wait till we get off.
See, Daryl, I want to show them no love. And that's why we're not one of the 76 influential Philadelphia.
No.
You know.
Don't listen.
Oh, wait. Who was number one?
Huh?
Who was number one?
Kenny.
Kenny who?
The mayor.
Why?
Well,
I thought you talking about the guy Kenny, then I saw that.
The mayor.
I would rather have somebody named Kenny than Mayor Kenny. Because that bitch done ran. Let me tell you something.
Oh, God.
Let's get one thing straight. I haven't seen the mayor. A boy got shot 14 times. I have not seen the mayor.
No, Walter White.
I haven't. Yes, I haven't. Well, he actually was a man, not a boy. I haven't seen the mayor say anything. I haven't seen him on any TV. I haven't heard nothing. Not a quote. Nothing. Anything going on in this city, this man runs. Mm-hmm. And when I compare him to the former mayor, Mayor Nutter, Mayor Nutter would not have this. And let me tell you about this female commissioner. I like her, but look, let me tell you something.
She come from
Danielle Outlaw.
She came from
she's still trying to find. She's still trying to find. Like she can't say what she really want to say, and she can't do what she really want to do. But I'm trying to find out if she can't do what she really want to do, and she can't say what she really want to say. Why y'all put her in that position? There's too much going on in our city. She's more visible than our mayor. And she hasn't made any changes. I see her more on TV than the mayor. The mayor show up to a scene. She's already there.
Well, she got to be there. She's the police commissioner.
But where is the mayor to talk about all these things? We got over 400 cameras.
I'm still giving her a chance because it hasn't been a year yet, right?
No, it's only been
January. It's only been a year. She's still new. And then on top of it, she comes from Oregon. Where she come from in Oregon?
Portland.
Well, she worked in other police districts.
Yeah, but I don't know if they had this type of craziness where she came from.
She should accept the job, but she wasn't ready for the.
She need to do something and crack down on something.
But she's learning. Give her a chance.
You can't. It's 400 bodies in the ground.
I'm sorry. People getting tear gassed out here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, they're not doing that no more. I read that they said that they weren't going to change. No, here in Philly they said they weren't going to get
no more tear gas.
But the fact that they did that and then they defended it knowing that it was a lie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's about the police department.
But what you think about the mayor? Well, because I know you don't want to get fired from your position.
I'm not a fan of the mayor.
Right. I'm not a fan of him. We need a black man that's going to step up. But you know what? This is his last term. I don't know who can run this city. It's not even nobody
I hear there's a lot of women who are interested in positions, black women.
No, don't say Dwight Evans.
No. I said black women.
Okay.
I said black women. But there's some women who are interested in the position that I've been hearing around town from different demographics.
Blackwell.
No.
Okay.
She just lost her race here.
I know.
She's not trying to. I don't think so. No, absolutely not. There's black women. There's a black. There's like 2 black women I know who are interested. There's a Latinx woman I know who's interested, and there's a white woman I know who's interested. But I won't.
So you think it's going to be the year of the woman for 2024?
I think.
What is it? 2023?
2023. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because this man got to go. I'm already.
He's
ready.
over. I think people's over it.
Oh, he's done in 23.
Yeah, he's done. So.
How long has he been mayor so far?
Since 2017?
16. No, before that.
It's like
16. Officially 16. He was elected in 2015.
Yeah. And you know who I really like? I like Anthony Williams.
4 years.
I like Anthony Williams.
So he was reelected.
Yeah.
I must have missed something.
I watched the debate and he was getting together, but I don't know. Like I don't know what happened.
So this is his 5th year. Oh wow. So he's like, what'd you say?
Anthony Williams.
White people didn't.
How did you say Anthony Anderson? I was saying what?
No, I voted for Williams. I thought.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't vote for Mayor Kenny. I didn't vote for Mayor Kenny. You kidding me?
But no, white people showed up and showed out.
Yeah, well,
and then a couple black folks.
But what happened to that investigation when they were investigating him? I know you should know because you the journalist.
Williams or Kenny?
Well, Kenny, when they went into the...
They said that they had looked and that...
They didn't find anything like Hillary Clinton. I know that's right.
What, into his emails?
Who got paid off?
Into his emails?
No. There was a soft investigation because of Johnny Dock and all that stuff with labor. But they just said they looked into it and they were just like, we don't really see nothing.
You ain't hearing nothing after they...
No.
They
had a moment.
And you're not going to.
But you heard about it when they did it.
Next year, I feel like it's going to be a bunch of indictments and there's going to be a bunch of stuff. Because right now this pandemic is chilling.
Let me ask you about the black representative from that does
Kenyatta Johnson?
Yes. What's going on with that? Is he going to win or are you going to lose? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think that they just get completely exonerated though. I think somebody gonna get something.
Yeah, but because he did something.
That's my opinion. I don't know.
It was.
I don't know.
He was trying to open up. He was getting tickets or something.
It was stuff. It was stuff with the properties. I just think that his wife is indicted. He's indicted. I don't know if I'm comfortable believing that all of this is just going to be completely like
thrown away.
Which you I'm not saying that both of them are gonna go down or one. I just think that something. But
you haven't heard about it since.
Well, it's the pandemic. The pandemic got everybody quiet right now. Mm-hmm. Right. You know, there's still indictment. We got another city councilman, Bobby Heenan and Johnny. Bobby Heenan is Northeast. He's indicted, and then we also have the guy who runs the labor. You know, some of these.
Yeah, I heard somebody just got
him. So it's a lot of stuff going on. I just think
and these are all Democrats.
These are all Democrats.
All Democrats.
You know, if Trump is trash, and Trump's going to be trash, but like you can imagine if there was a
I get scared every time somebody black get in office because they always go down first. If anybody goes down, because they got Channel 10. What's her husband?
Shaka Fatah.
Shaka Fatah. She lost her job fucking with him. Renee Chanel Fatah.
With the surrogate.
Child. Yeah, because mind you, she was on TV like I had artificially got inseminated. But then I heard the real tea was.
I didn't even know she was pregnant.
Bitch, a long time ago, she did a story like I got artificially inseminated. But I heard the real tea.
Yeah.
That's the tea.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know the tea. Right. What's the tea?
I gotta turn the camera off for that one.
Well, they're married.
Oh, sorry. Before.
Oh.
There you go. So.
I think you spilled the tea.
I mean, no, I just that's a speculation. I mean, she denies it. She denies it. Allegedly.
But do they have kids?
I don't know.
Because I don't ever remember her being pregnant.
I do. She was like, I want to be a mother. This is a story.
But I'm saying she ever had the baby.
Times.
She did.
This is like over 20. That baby got to be over 20.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of recently.
She had.
I'm about to say she's old.
Artificially inseminated, and then she got married, and then
they had one. Okay.
Yeah.
The 2 girls.
Well, who's the father of the artificial one?
Bitch, if you artificially inseminated,
it can be anybody.
Oh.
You could be the father if you.
I ain't cutting.
But when that baby came out, though, he looked
$10 in a piece.
But they said when the baby came out, the baby looked like a certain person that was in her life.
Oh.
I mean,
the father.
The baby.
I miss her as a
So
somebody you grew up watching.
I was an intern at NBC 10 when she was there.
That was a scandal when
Well, no, this was 2012. I was right there years later.
Yeah.
So when I saw her, she was so nice, very professional.
Always nice.
This is unfortunate what happened. Right. You know Seth Williams out.
Huh?
The DA, Seth Williams.
Is he gay?
Out.
Yeah. He been out, but you didn't hear about that though.
No, he just recently came out a couple of weeks ago. But when you said the out thing, it was interesting because he had that connection with the neighborhood owner of Woody's.
What kind of?
So he was somebody who he was bribing.
You better spill the tea.
He was giving bribes to him. This is what the.
Who was giving bribes to who?
He was giving bribes to
the owner of
Woody's because the owner of Woody's was giving him money.
He got money because he got money. He got in California.
But he also owns the club right next door.
Yeah, Voyeur.
Voyeur too. He has a lot of property and stuff, and so apparently, the implications was in the investigation that he was giving him bribes. In exchange for money and trips and vacations, giving him quid pro quo and also trips and shit like that, fancy expensive trips and money and things. And he was giving him, he was expunging his record and stuff like that.
Seth Williams
cleaning stuff up for him,
but I don't think he got it. I don't think. But you can't put it past nobody. But I don't think that. I just think it was a money type of thing.
Yeah, I mean it could be. Yeah. It doesn't seem like he had the best relationship life. I mean, his girlfriend was
but he's quiet and now because you don't hear nothing no more.
Well, he wants to be this. He's all religious now, and he wants to be this person to talk about addressing crime. And I feel like why is it that you got to get locked up before you finally get to a place where you want to be a better person? Like you got to be arrested in order for you to decide to be a better person.
I don't think you have to be arrested to be a better person. But sometimes you get to go in their shoes and see what it was like because they did.
But he was out here locking up people and making people's lives and families a mess. Cool. So did Kamala Harris have to get locked up before? But
what about what kind of story? What kind of story you think the DA, Larry Krasner, wanted to tell?
Oh, you know what? You know what? And this is my just humble opinion about him.
Krasner,
yes.
This is
because I was for him. I was for him.
Yeah, he always got.
But he's a mess now. Yeah. He really is. Because that guy that had that
Michael White.
No, that guy who had that gun and like a semi-automatic gun. And he was caught on camera shooting. Oh yeah. And they gave him like 8 years and all that stuff. But how do you give somebody 8 years? Didn't he kill somebody too?
I wasn't sure. I mean, it's a bunch of weird.
It just was like, what the hell? How do you give somebody like that 7 or 8 years?
It's too much leniency.
It's too much leniency with him, and it's like, and I feel like that's a part.
So what y'all trying to be like? So y'all
that's another reason why it's a lot of.
So y'all law and order boys. So y'all law and order boys.
I told you I'm
right. I told you, yeah.
I'm for order.
About law and order.
Yes.
I obey the law, and I expect somebody to run the order too.
I want to be able to walk out of my damn house and not get shot.
Well, I walk out here and feel safe. All I see is girls walking dogs, honey. Okay.
Not dogs and cats in North Philly are loose. No leash. Just running around. Running around.
Okay.
Whose dog is that?
I see
especially
I see
from 20 to 19.
White girls.
Them dogs don't have no leash. They just all over.
I
think Amber took over a community lot. I told the lady who said her dog, that's my dog. You can't. What?
I'm done with Sean.
Your dog don't even have a leash.
I'm done.
And she was cleaning up her dog shit.
All I see is Biden and Kamala Harris. Biden Harris.
You don't see none of that in your Philly. You ain't seen
only one. My next door neighbor. Because how the fuck did you get one? Because I didn't get
and it's just as small as a bitch. She should have got a bigger sign.
Yeah, she got a sign. The chalkboard. Why she didn't put it on the chalkboard?
Listen, she doing her part. Leave her alone.
She is doing her part.
Everybody.
Yeah, she's doing her part.
I miss her though.
She is doing her part.
You know, she would feed me, bitch. Who else gonna feed me?
Okay, so again, she was doing her part.
Yeah, I love her though.
She was doing her part.
And tomorrow her birthday, and I'm gonna call her.
So quick, I guess.
Yeah.
The entertainers, they want to hear what we think about these celebrities. Is there any music? Is anybody out? What are y'all feeling about?
Duran Bernard, who's a guest of Skorpion Show. That's who I've been loving, like musically. I'm gonna tell you what I listen to. These are my top 3 albums, so it might be a top 4.
Okay, what's going on?
Ariana Grande. Her new album.
You like that?
Let me tell you something. That girl's like 24, 25. She's now
27.
All right, well, she's ready to be a thot, and she's opening up, and she's being sexy, and I love it.
It's a chop for me.
It's not a chop for me. It's never a bad thing when you can be open about who you are sexually as a woman and singing about it. Cause
let me give you the read.
It took his girl a long time to do that.
Let me give you a read. Dangerous Woman. Bye. Okay, so
I don't like Dangerous Woman, but
that was sexual though.
But it's not. It doesn't sound like. It doesn't sound like who she is today.
Let me tell you why I'm over this girl. Mm-hmm. The album as an album, right? Like if you're talking about content, music, it's not bad. So I'll give you. It's not. But here's the thing about it. You just dropped the album like Thank You Next, right? Which is his magnum opus. It's got all these hits and bangers. And then she just drops his lazy ass roll like it's tired.
You know what?
And then it sounds like hold on.
It's quarantine.
It sounds like a bunch of B-sides. It sounds like a bunch of B-sides. That's part of it. Mm-hmm. And then my issue with her is that is it just me, but is she sounding more and more like a black woman each album?
I think she's probably trying to get to...
But you know who did this for her? You know who she sounds like?
Who?
Who's been writing these songs with her and doing this music. And y'all gotta put some respect on this black woman. Victoria Monet. Look Victoria Monet up. Victoria Monet, all of these sounds, this is her. The flows, the sounds, the aesthetic, the cadence. This is who Ariana Grande sounds like right now. And listen, no shade to Victoria Monet because she's out here getting producer credits for these albums. She getting her royalties. She got co-writer sounds, but she's writing these songs. She's producing this music. This sister is really the voice that Ariana Grande has now, and she's decided to give her that voice. Mm-hmm. But like at the end of the day, Ariana Grande is not Ariana Grande. Like she's really Victoria Monet, but because she's a white woman. Victoria Monet is the woman who wrote. Who's been writing all of Ariana Grande's songs for like the last 3 albums.
No matter what,
Positions,
music.
Sweetener, she does, but this is all.
I love it.
But this is all Victoria Monet's like.
Well, maybe Victoria Monet wasn't meant to be in the front.
Yeah, she doesn't meant to. But my thing is, Ariana Grande's not original. Like I don't believe.
Oh my God!
When I'm reading these songs, I'm like, you are emulating the best '90s black R&B girl you can find. Like, what lifestyle do you have that matches this mood? She's a great, let me tell you, she's also an actress, so she's playing this role.
Bitch, she's singing the song. She ain't got to write them.
Nah,
she's singing them.
But the energy, though.
She's matching the energy from the lyrics.
No, she's mimicking the energy from Victoria Monet. She's a great actress.
I don't have time for this.
Listen to Victoria Monet.
You know what? Back in the day,
Victoria Monet. It's all her.
Back in the day, I will argue with you about stuff like this, but no. Listen, people want to write songs and people want to get paid to write those songs. Who gives a fuck about who write the songs?
That's not your argument, though, is it?
No,
this argument's not about who wrote the song.
I just think the album.
He thinks that she's mimicking these classic, old school. Like,
it doesn't matter.
What does she know about the stuff that she's singing? That's what he's asking.
She's singing about sex, bitch. Who don't know about sex in 2020?
But she not having that.
Anybody been quarantined?
Look how small she is. Who giving it to her like that?
I'm surprised that Big Sean was
what was you doing at? You 27? What was you doing at 27?
I'm 29 at 27.
And you can't relate to what she's saying.
I'm saying, look at the frame. Get it to the body.
No, he said, look how small she is. Who's tearing that up?
Bitch, you just got a little.
I'm saying I have something to work with.
Because you used to be a small guy.
Yeah.
And you got somebody.
But it was a different experience.
All right.
I just said that it's.
Don't do that to my girl.
I just said I don't know.
Now, let's say something. Is she delivering vocally or no?
Not as if she used to. But she's good. She's good. No. Listen, I like Sweetener. I thought Sweetener was really good.
Sweetener was good, but that one after Sweetener,
that's everything. Thank You Next.
Yes.
Fire. But this is not that. How do you fall from Thank You Next?
Guess what? At this time, we all in pandemic. Don't nobody really give a fuck. Because nobody's doing interviews. Nobody really performing all like that.
Meg Thee Stallion is.
Who?
But Meg needs to drop an album now. And I'm going to have to say this about Meg. I've heard the streets. I didn't say this.
It looked like somebody said their whole thing right there.
Yeah, like what is that?
Let me say what it's the thing. The streets say that, the songs sound a little redundant.
What, her song? I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of really her music. I'm a fan of
I just
like her.
I like that pill.
I like her.
But no, it's time for Meg.
I like that she's a new rapper.
It's time. No, she's great.
And she's friendly.
That's wonderful. But I think Meg needs
clearly.
But I think Meg.
She don't curse her fans out like Cardi.
I think Meg. Well,
Cardi comes from a different.
First of all, Cardi's a Libra like I am. Cardi's birthday is on October 11th, and I'm October 12th. We both Libras. But I would say this about Meg.
That got to do anything. You don't confuse me.
I just think that I'm just gonna say this. I think Meg needs to just give us some music that's more personal. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the music. I want to hear her. First of all, I want an album. And I want an album. I want an album.
Lauren Hill.
No, I don't want to. I'm not saying she got to be Lauren Hill. Because Cardi's not Lauren Hill, and Cardi
ain't giving me nothing personal.
Oh yes. Oh my God.
All she talking about, I want to
be careful. Be careful.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Who I'm gonna go to because he can't fuck me no more.
No, but
shut up.
No, but be careful. Be careful was not. Be careful. That like listen.
You talking about one song?
Invasion of Privacy had a lot of songs.
Let me tell you about what you talking about.
Real.
Get the fuck out of here. What Cardi said is, I don't care about the music. I care about the money. So,
if you
came at Ariana Grande, but you defended somebody like Cardi, it's not making
I'm just
sense.
saying that.
At least I can tell that.
He's saying because Cardi lived that lifestyle.
Fuck out of here. Cardi ain't living shit.
Cardi was a stripper.
She talks that free shit.
She talks about it because she's lived that life.
But what makes you think that Ariana Grande ain't been no sex free?
Girl,
we all got our stories.
Girl,
we all.
Ariana Grande is a trip. Ariana's a pop star.
Stories you never told.
Okay, but all I'm saying
is don't you have stories you never told?
Sure, but I also think that Ariana Grande.
I'm not talking about Barack.
I'm just talking about that. I think that Ariana Grande is a trend. Like her albums are based on trends. Like when you look at Dangerous Women, she was trying to do that with Dangerous Women. She was trying to give you Bad Girl, and no one was feeling it. Because remember when Dangerous Women came out, she was trying to do that.
I wasn't feeling her.
No, you was not feeling that because it wasn't authentic. No, it was not a good album.
But
Sweetener came and it was good.
I love Sweetener and I love Thank
because Sweetener was coming from a real place.
She got
Sweetener was about what happened to her at the concert.
NASA.
Yeah, that was real music.
But I told Mikkel after that. When people got shot up at her concert,
that's right.
I said she is gonna blow up. But that song, One Last Time, I could cry anytime.
It's a great album. But that's what I'm saying. It's real emotions. But those dispositions, it's just kind of like
I could cry right now because I'm getting emotional thinking about
it. It's a great
that song.
But that's real music. But that's real music.
One Last Time,
right?
But it don't matter.
But positions be like, look. But she's not giving us that no more.
Look. People grow. People got to find out what's for them and what's not for them.
I hear you.
Like, everybody got an album like, bitch, why you record that?
Who's that? What's Beyonce's album?
A bitch, why you record that?
4. Like, listen, now, it's no shade, right? So, you talking about Beyonce, she had her first album, she had Sasha Fierce.
But no, B-Day, don't skip B-Day.
Well, B-Day is true.
I love B-Day.
It might be 4 for me too. 4 was I like the songs on 4.
Because when Beyonce was explaining like I want to be 50 on stage singing shit like this, like girl, Janet is 50 and she's dancing.
Yeah.
Okay?
And she's giving you it.
Nobody.
I mean, 4 is a good album, but I think if you had to put them all together,
it don't.
So y'all don't think
one of these albums is not like the other.
So you think why I'm Sasha Fierce is?
Yeah, you kidding me? Sasha Fierce is amazing. Like, it gives you... This is how I always thought of it. Beyonce said, I'll give the girls the black album, and I'll give the girls the white album. And I'll call it Sasha, and this made-up artist. And when I'm out there on stage, this is who I am. I always said that was fake. And that's why she don't call herself that no more.
Yeah, she don't.
I've been saying that shit was fake ever since I was 22. Go back and listen to it. Go back and find the old videos. But it was a gimmick. It worked for her. It worked.
Yeah, it worked for her.
See, we on the same page.
Yeah, it did.
It happened because of the Gaga era where everybody's creating all these identities.
But Gaga wasn't no identity.
No,
Gaga took shit from back in the day, but guess what? It was fresh to us because we never seen it before.
Yeah, Pay LaBelle.
Yeah, Pay LaBelle been doing that since the 70s.
Yeah, but Gaga made it fresh.
In the early 90s.
She made it fresh. And Gaga even shit. I think Joanne is her bitch. Why the fuck we make that album?
Oh, that's right, Joanne.
Not our pop.
Not our pop.
Art pop is my shit.
I do. Listen, I have a love-hate relationship with art pop. Depending on my mood, art pop can be the best thing ever, or it can be like, what the fuck is she a swine? Why are you yelling? What is that? What is that?
I love art pop.
But I do appreciate. When it first came out, I was obsessed with it.
Right.
And then it was a little weird at one point. But I think when Beyonce dropped her self-titled album, a lot of them albums that came out that year.
Yeah, you know what? Beyonce set the trend.
Yeah.
And you know what? Can't no other girl right now can't do what she's done.
No.
Like, as far as like surprise album, and then you got all the albums at one time.
Well, Rihanna dropped a surprise album.
And she do it, yeah. Because right now people hungry for her.
We want Rihanna.
It's been 5 years.
We want Rihanna. Rihanna.
But Rihanna, let me tell you something about Rihanna.
I need Rihanna. I'm a Rihanna fan. Rihanna needs you all day. I love Rihanna.
Rihanna is not going to do what Beyonce did.
No.
She's going to try to go in steps that Beyonce hasn't taken to be successful, like a clothing line.
Was everything.
You know, it's like you got I want to try one of the big boy clothes. I want to be a big boy model. Rihanna could call me. I'll put my belly right there.
Listen, with the belt, make it happen.
I
like Rihanna.
I'm only look. She only followed like 1,200 people, and I'm one of the people she followed.
Get in them DMs. Get in them shots.
It's a waste of time.
Okay.
All right. And she followed me years ago, but I'd say I get to bless her timeline.
That's all that. Yeah.
And she's never unfollowed me, and she's unfollowed a couple people. Unfollowed me.
So Twitter, you're talking about?
Yeah,
because she does follow you on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Does she still tweet?
Yeah,
I feel like it's like advertising.
If it's not her, it's a line. I mean, this has been a fun video. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Who you? 1, 2, 3. Who you think won? 1, 2, 3.
Biden.
Who you said?
I said Biden.
It's the Biden for me.
I think it's gonna win.
It's the Kamala for me.
I just don't want it to be. I just don't want it to be like, oh, it's just a small. No, I want it to be like Trump says, bigly. I want it to be a bigly. Bigly. We're gonna win bigly.
You're gonna see wins you ain't never seen. You're gonna see some of the blue stuff.
The crazy thing is, if we can keep a Democratic governor, why can't we turn blue for Trump? I mean, blue for Trump.
Ooh.
Blue for Biden.
Blue for Biden.
B for Biden, bitch.
That's right.
There was something that happened in 2016 that we just kind of didn't understand.
We didn't, because he went to the rural areas.
Yeah, he went.
Because they damn sure. Because Governor Wolf won. Okay.
But in the rural areas,
so Wolf is doing something right
now in those rural areas, those people are dying. They're losing jobs. They're not getting stimulus packages. At the end of the day, Trump said he was going to save them, recover them. What happened to them? You know, these people sit up all day talking all this stuff about how he's going to save the steel factories. What happened to those steel factories? They're still not here.
They're still not here.
Them jobs didn't come.
Who the fuck is working at
the mine
in 2020?
The coal mines ain't back.
And who wants to work there?
But they're not here. None of that stuff came back.
Remember the time the men got caught in the ground in the coal mine?
Doing what?
They got caught. They were like, they had to pull them girls out.
Oh.
They was under there for days.
Oh,
that? Like,
trap. I thought you got caught doing something they shouldn't have been doing.
No. They was trapped under the ground.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we've been in a different place now. So I'm being optimistic.
Nobody can play.
So let's be cautiously optimistic, and then let's see what happens with the results. Yeah. And I'll come back when the results are here.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday. Hopefully we'll have a mic for you for the podcast. If hopefully Amazon delivers to this area, because I'll order a microphone tonight.
Why would this area definitely? They definitely deliver this area.
Yeah, because they try to send USPS, but you know what I did with everything. This is the shady part of Amazon. Everything I put on my Amazon guest list, my wish list, they got delivered to my house. When I ordered something for me that I said I'll spend my money for, they said, oh, well, it's in the mail, USPS. It's on the truck for delivery, and it never came. I had to get my money back. But everything else that was on that list got delivered to my house. So why are y'all sending stuff through USPS? I'm tired of that. Like, maybe I should say, can y'all just order this and I'll send you the money, and then maybe it'll come to me. But yeah, someone was like, I'm going to send something to your new apartment. I said, oh no, send it to my mom's house because I don't know these people yet. I don't know. I don't know how it will go with the porch, and you know what I told Ikea yesterday? I said, leave it on the porch, and then I had to carry that heavy ass shit. Oh my God. And you know what they did? They left it where you could see that something is on the porch. Like, why would you leave it?
Where, here?
Yeah, like, why would you leave it? You know, when you walk the step, why would you leave it right there?
They just set it there.
Yeah. Instead of like, let me just
so they can say it's a
side.
living. Instead of just putting it to the side so can't nobody see it.
Right.
I understand what you mean.
Like, I had to leave my mom out yesterday, like, all right, yo, we just talking, but yeah, just, you know. Yeah, so I'm going to buy tonight. We having fun. So we all think Biden won't pull through tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to y'all, because if you haven't voted yet by mail, like me, they're still waiting on your vote. Haven't.
Yeah.
They're waiting on people like us to go to the poll. And guess what? I don't got to take no chair or none of that shit. The polling place around the corner from my mom's house is open, and that's where I'm going. And
You take the Uber up there tomorrow?
No more riding the trolley in the 33.
I was say no more damn trolley go to North Philly. Oh, you think now you living in Pleasantville? Okay.
No, I'm not that crazy. No, I just been go.
Oh, it takes you down to what's the name, and then you can
right to my job when I catch the 33. One time I seen my boss. He thought I was working that day. I said, "Oh no, I'm not working that day. I just looked in the apartment." But I came.
Oh, you seen him down here?
Yeah. No.
I was about to say maybe you working around here.
When I went to my job, because I got out the trolley and I went to Wawa.
Oh, okay.
Because Wawa near my job. Now Wawa not even open. Nothing's open. Everything is boarded up. Because they don't know, they boarded it up early because of what happened to Walter Wallace. And now they're still not open. Wawa is not making no money. But I guess they're okay with not making any money. Because you got some stores that's boarded up and they still let their door open. Say, we're open, come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm ready to go eat. So,
all right, let's do it. Let's eat.
We're going to go. I want to say thank you to Ernest Owens for being my first guest in my new place. He won't be the last guest, you know. I love this place.
All right.
It's comfortable. Ernest, anything you want to say? Wait, one thing. I was going to say, let's say make it hot.
Because I'm hungry.
Who wrote you and was like, who the fuck you think you is? Right about me. Who
Has anybody ever wrote you something like somebody famous, a politician, somebody that you talked about?
That wanted to speak to your boss.
Yes.
But you're the boss now.
Yeah, it was me. Kenny.
Okay.
Oh, Mayor Kenny.
Kenny. I was going to say Kimmy.
Who the fuck do you think you is?
Mayor Kenny had that.
Was this recent, this year or last?
Last year during election.
Okay.
Definitely had some energy.
You said something that you didn't, and he didn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times. I mean, he wanted to have me out of the room. He didn't want me to be in the same room. I did the mayor.
And remember when you was behind him making them faces? Bitch, you ain't talking. That's how long ago you haven't been on our show.
Yes.
It really was November. Like,
he
was just like, and he was.
No, he's the big. He cannot tell me.
You see you come and you say no.
There's a guy from North Philly that's a state rep in North Philly who's gay, black man.
Who Michael Kenyatta?
I didn't say his name.
He's from North Philly. I'll say it.
Is he openly gay?
Yes.
He is.
Oh, he's fiance. He's fiance.
This is his second fiance.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to do that.
No, we didn't do that.
Well, you just did it.
You just did it.
He's going to say second.
He didn't say his name.
Well, let me clarify. You said the name, so I'm saying the facts.
Right.
He was married prior to a friend of mine.
I
And
didn't
now
know that.
he's divorced from that friend of mine. They only lasted for like less than a year.
Ooh.
And now he's...
And this is why I said people need to stop playing with marriage. Because he was all up on the, I'm getting married, girl.
Well, he's
getting married now.
this guy. I mean, this guy's not from Philadelphia. I hope him well. You know, I hope him well. I wish him well.
Okay.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Yes. I like my
So y'all don't like each other?
No, we don't.
Oh, y'all gonna try to battle each other?
No, we're not battling each other.
Michael, you
Kenyatta.
Y'all don't like each other?
No, we don't. I mean, but...
Is it because of like the situation with your friend?
Well...
The team...
Because we can be biased.
No. That's part of it, but like, it's individual too. My thing is just like, you know, when you're in the community... I would say this.
I've never seen them in North Philly, and I'm from North Philly.
There you go. So I would say this. I mean, you know, when it comes to neighborhood racism, I'm just going to say this.
Malcolm Kenyatta.
I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to keep it really respectful. Mm-hmm. You know, when I was doing the work with many people in the community.
Yeah, I know exactly that. He was on the DNC too, the convention.
Yes, he's always chasing the DNC camera. When we were doing the work with, Gabriel racism, talking about the Gabriel bars, you remember that work and the stuff I was doing, the coverage I was doing. He really wasn't out there really speaking up, but he would show up when the camera would show up.
I've never seen him in
But I just saw recently, now that he's elected, that he's getting like thousands of dollars from the owner of Woody's.
Why? He wouldn't even come out.
Right. But my whole thing is, why are you getting all this money from this man when his bar was the one that was accused of racial discrimination?
That was DiPiano.
No.
Are y'all sure he's
Michael White?
Oh, Michael.
Yes, he is. The 181.
So Darryl DiPiano was the
eye candy.
Eye candy.
Michael Weiss is the one from Woody's, and this is also the same guy who just got in trouble with him.
Yeah, that's
him. No, that's the fiance.
Oh,
let me see.
Not married yet. No.
It's a little blurry.
I don't like that picture.
But bless their heart. I mean, I just think that to me, I just can't be with disingenuous people like that.
What will make it work between you guys?
I think we just all can just coexist. People can coexist.
So y'all don't like each other because?
Well, I think it's a combination thing. Me, I don't like fake people, and I'm gonna call you out when you fake. And if you don't like that, I call you out that you fake. You're not gonna like me because I know T. Right. I know a lot of T. I know a lot of receipts. I don't gotta put all the receipts on the table.
I know some.
But when I know people,
but
when I know people be doing some fake stuff, I just sit and I'm just like, you know what? This is how you move. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't come in my space. With that
but
dude, stuff.
I want to know if he represents my area in North Philly.
He represents the 181.
He represents the one that don't come out and vote.
Because I've never seen
that's probably your state rep. I think he represents your area. Because
it could be Sharice Street. I don't know.
No, Sharice Street is a state senator.
Yeah.
He's a state rep. So he probably does your district. That's your district.
Yeah, I saw him.
Excuse me.
I think him and his fiance.
I don't even know who. Whoever. There's somebody office down the street from me.
That was Roebuck's office, and then Jamie Gaultier, who's the city council rep for us.
Well,
and she's awesome. She's fabulous. I love her.
But
you about to have a new state. But you about to have a new state rep. His name is Rick Kudrowski. Black guy. He's nice, young guy, nice guy.
A black guy with the last name Kudrowski.
He's Jewish.
It sounds Jewish, okay?
Black and Jewish.
Yeah,
but he was a nice guy. I went to school with him. Nice guy.
He's straight guy.
Huh?
He's straight guy.
What'd you say?
He wants to sleep with everybody. It's enough.
No, I
don't want to sleep with him. I just want to know.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I think he's cool. I don't.
Yeah, that guy Malcolm. Him and his fiance were on the convention. I saw them. They did the video.
Yeah, they like TV.
Yeah. What you like?
I like real. Like I
want to see you on Richard Maddow screen too.
Yeah, we should spill the TV Rage show. I like Rage.
What's up, Joy Reid? What's up?
I like Joy Reid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've had Joy. I was on Victor Blackwell with CNN a couple of maybe 2 times. He's okay. Victor Blackwell's okay.
Yeah, he's a nice queen. I like when he got Trump together about the Baltimore.
Right.
He was over.
Victor Blackwell be getting the girls together.
He's a queen.
I met him at convention. I don't know directly, but I have met him in person, and
he's a queen.
How do you know?
I mean, I don't.
Let me tell you something. But let me tell you what I do know.
Let me tell you. Tell us what you know.
Let me tell you what I do. Most black males that work in media.
Hold on. I don't want to believe that.
I don't.
On air.
Majority of black men.
Oh, he lost a lot of weight.
On air and media are gay.
I didn't know he was like that, big like that.
Who is that?
That's Victor Blackwell.
Oh, bitch, she don't look nothing like that.
No.
Yeah, no.
I was saying, who the fuck is that bitch?
He's come a long way.
He has. She can get it now. She can get it.
I met him at the convention.
She's definitely a lady.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Nice.
And he gonna say, wait, bitch, she really got it now. Got to bust.
Yeah, that.
It's time to go. Come on.
See y'all very soon.
I gotta peep it.
When you come out, the soap is right there.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all for watching. We grown now. We like Ariana Grande. We sing about sex, talk about sex and politics.
You need a glass of water.
I had fun.
Yes, I
did.
Y'all. Great.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all Thursday. After the election.
When does window leave us?
To my